am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. We lose together. We rise, we fall together. I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. We win, we lose together. We rise, we fall together. I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. We win, we lose together. We rise, we fall together. Together we overcome. Together we can be stopped. We will reach those goals we set together. I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. We will lose together. We rise, we fall together. I am a Chelsea fan. Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. We will lose together. Together we win. We rise, we fall together. I am a Chelsea fan. I am a Chelsea fan. We will lose together. Together we can be stopped. We rise, we fall together.
Oh, every fucking time. Right, there we go. There we go. Right, we are back. We are back. Big up everyone. Big up every single one of you that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that shit. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another review. The last review before the international break. And Forest fucking forested, didn't they? They fucking forested. Even by their standards, the shithousery was ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. But I can't sit here and be bitter about it. I really can't. We knew exactly what Forest were going to do. And they did it. They did it. Fuck's sakes. First off, Ryan, have some fucking shame. Have some shame. I am not even rising to this shit because you know exactly what I'm going to say. So, fine shame, bruv. Fine shame. Shout out to Door. Yeah, you lot done us again. Every fucking year, I swear. Big up to you, though. You guys' game plan was played to perfection. And honestly, we played into your hands, especially in the second half. You, man, time wasted to death. And we said, we will help you with that. because we're going to give you silly fouls throughout the second half. It is what it is. Shout out to Matt. Big up, my guy. Shout out to you, bro. Hope you get home safe and all of that. Arta, yes, yeah, before I even start, I want to make an apology because this is starting to become my own fault. This is what, the 4th game now that I've gone to, and we haven't won. And we haven't fucking won. I'm with you, bro. I was saying it to my mates at the pub. I might just go to Noah at home just to end this shit streak and to just have it over and done with, because we are not losing to Noah. And if we drop points to Noah in the Conference League, you know what? My season ticket, have it. Have it. Because clearly I'm the problem. Clearly I'm the fucking problem. I've seen 2 wins all year. 2 wins all year, and they both came last season. I don't think I've seen a Palmer goal yet. Not this year, at least. I don't think I've seen a Palmer goal yet. So here we are. Here we are. I might have to go to Noah just to end the streak. Or to properly put it to the test. Because if we don't beat Noah and I'm there, cool. I get the message. God is telling me stay at home and focus on your YouTube channel. And you know what? I listen to the Lord. I listen to the Lord. Amen to that. This year, last year I've seen Palmer goals. Tottenham, Man City. That can't be it, can it? Sheffield United. Yeah, because that means something. Yeah, so I've seen a few Palmer goals, just not this year. Not this year. And I've only seen 2 wins this year. Both were last season. Preston and Bournemouth last game of the season. So I might be the problem. I might be the problem. Okay, calma. Fucking hell. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, everybody. I didn't know that there was a curse placed on me this season, but I guess that was Pochettino's last farewell. Fuck Poch. I needed to add that into the stream somehow. So here we are. Here we are. Big up to everybody that's locked in. What's a few of the earlier comments say? Man said leave the game immediately. Is that when we conceded? Is that when we conceded, or is that that must be at half time? Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Man said stop going to matches, do watch alongs. Cool. Cool. Oh, but man said keep going to the bridge. Great. Great. I saw fucking Egal try and troll me as well. The same thing. He's like, keep going to more Chelsea games. If I go to Noah and we don't win, I will skip the Arsenal game. Even though I really want to go there just to boo Havertz for 90 minutes, I might have to do the greater thing for my club. I might have to still. It is what it is. Man said tears. Like, it's not even going to be that sort of stream. I promise you, you're not going to see a lot of tears here. This is not last season. This is not Maurizio Pochettino. I'm not here doing the panic and the meltdown bullshit. We're not doing that today, first and foremost. We weren't good enough. We were very, very wasteful in the final third, and I think we were a bit naive at times as well. And we played into Forest's game plan so fucking easily. But I'm not panicking. I expected us to struggle a little bit against the low block. I wanted to see to what extent we were going to struggle with. And yeah, like we were very wasteful at times. So many times where you see players in good positions to make a pass and like we were just taking too long on the ball. We were being sloppy with our passes. There was an air of complacency in the way that we were playing too. The good thing is I did see a fight back from the team. And that is something that I didn't see from us last season. Usually when we concede a goal or we concede the first goal, we shit the bed. And at the very least, we didn't do that today. At the very least, we came back. We built some momentum. We continued to build on it after the goal. It's just that fucking goalkeeper in the last 20 minutes had to spawn into prime Neuer and save a fuck ton of brilliant chances, because that always fucking happens. It's like the fucking Crystal Palace game all over again. But in the same breath, we were also a little bit wasteful too. Felix, like, you could have at least put your header on target for one. Nkunku, it's a bit more debatable whether that was a wasteful chance or just a really good save from the goalkeeper. We obviously had the Palmer double chance as well. Noni had a fuck ton of chances. I think first off, he was a little bit frustrated with the end product, but I actually really liked the persistence from him, and it eventually paid off with the goal, so I can't even find a way to really be annoyed with that one, to be honest. I just want the decision-making to be a little bit better from him. First off, like, there was opportunities where you could have laid off a pass to a player in a better position. I don't think he did that. But I don't really have a problem with him being that goal hungry. I just need the decision making to improve. And at the very least, he ended up leaving with a goal or something. And I rate the confidence for that. But yeah, more frustrating from Noni, if anything. And just frustrating from the way Nottingham Forest played, because it was just fucking annoying to watch. It was so fucking annoying. What else is everybody saying? Everyone says Chelsea's mid-table. Yeah, I don't even think we're hearing any more of those takes anymore. I hope not. Although, I'll see what we're like after the first bad run of form, because we will see what the next couple of games have for us. Like I said, that is where we are going to truly understand the level of where this team is at. Don't do it in the... I don't think I'm going Liverpool anyway. I'm like 80% at that one. Arsenal, I want to go. I really want to go. But I'm going to see what Noah's like. If we don't beat Noah, maybe I have to just fuck it off. Maybe I have to fuck it off. See, here's the thing. Shout out to Talon, bro. Big up for watching the UCL video, but nah, the draw isn't okay. As much as I'm not panicking and I'm not going into a meltdown about the match, I'm not about to start acting like the draw's okay. I'm not. We need to be better when it comes to playing in the final third against low blocks. And I do think that will improve with a little bit more time under Maresca. But for today, ultimately, it just wasn't good enough. That's it. I ain't going to try and sugarcoat this and be like, it's okay. It's all part of the process. Yeah. No, standards still have to be maintained. Even though I don't really feel too angry about this sort of game, I am annoyed because we should have won. We dominated possession. Forest was sitting back and allowing us to have the ball, and we just didn't do enough with it. It's as simple as that. We didn't do enough with the ball when we had it. And also, we are very lucky that Robert Sanchez saved us with a couple of really good saves in that match. Like, I remember I was fuming with him at the end because he nearly gave away a goal with a dumb back pass. And then a minute or two later, he pulls out a brilliant save to keep us, well, not to keep us in the game, to save us from defeat. Like, bar that one pass, he had another good game. And you could argue he was one of our better players in this match too. That's ultimately what it comes down to. I'd say, is it fair to put Bernardo Cueva on fraud watch yet? We weren't good for the goal. We weren't good for the first goal. But in terms of the attacking set pieces, I don't think it's that sort of thing. I saw us try this sort of tactic where we were pushing all the players into the 6-yard box just before the ball gets played. But our crossing was shit. Our crossing was terrible. It was like watching Willian and Mount back at the club. Every single corner for like the first 60 or 70 minutes was fucking atrocious. It was terrible. So with that, I can't blame him for that. Because, I mean, you can't beat the first man at a corner. And then I say it like it's something crazy. But I've been doing YouTube for about 7 years. And in this entire time, I have never seen a consistent corner kick taker at this club. It's all just an array of mid. None of them can do it consistently. From Willian to Mount, even Fabregas and Hazard were terrible at the corners. Fabregas loved the short corner that led to nothing, and Hazard wasn't consistent at them himself. Mount, spammer. Gallagher, another spammer. Enzo and Palmer, they weren't good at it today. The corners were terrible. But I don't think that's on the set piece coach. I think that's on the players. You should be executing the crosses better, and then we can judge the set piece tactics. How can we judge the set piece tactics offensively when man aren't even taking the corners properly? What can we do? What can we do? That was a super chat. One sec. Big up to Charlie Costa saying, I'm frustrated, but I'm not angry. Under Poch, we are losing this, and we will have games like this. Facts. Like I said, I expect setbacks, and I'm not saying that from a negative perspective. I'm saying that because if we don't have setbacks, then we're going for the league title. And I don't believe we're going for the league title. I haven't seen nearly enough to believe that. So I have to anticipate setbacks, especially in games like this. Nottingham Forest are going to be fucking frustrating. They've been our bogey team since they got promoted. we've had an idea that low blocks are going to be our problem, and we all knew this was going to be a bit of a tougher game than playing the likes of Brighton, for example. Just, I didn't think we were going to fall for the shithousery like that. That's it. That's it. And I also just thought a goal would come from somewhere, and it just never did. It never did. But I'm with you. Frustration, and that's about it. That's about it. Nothing really much past that. Nothing past that. But yeah, big up to you, man. Big up to you. Appreciate the donation. What else is everybody saying? What else is everybody saying? Playing Jackson and Madueke in a low block. Look, Jackson, I didn't even notice him. I don't know if it's a lack of service thing or anything, but like, you got to at least try and get yourself involved with a build-up play if you're not touching the ball or anything. Noni, like, I thought he kept asking questions of Forest. The problem was the first half, he was kind of making the wrong decisions a bit too much. But he still kept asking questions of them. And again, the persistence paid off. He got the goal. I think it's fair to call it a frustrating game from Noni, but like, I find it hard to call it a terrible game. I don't think it was a terrible game from him personally. Bro, keeper was on a fucking madness the last 20 minutes. Drove me insane. But like, standard Chelsea against mid to lower table teams, innit? Like I said about the Palace game, standard 21-22 Chelsea home game performance. Here we are back again. Here we are. Yep. When was the last away win I've seen? Tottenham. Oh my goodness. Tottenham. We're nearly a year to the day, bruv. Although, like, that's not even anything that bad because I don't really do a lot of aways anymore. When was the Tottenham away game? The 6th of November. Oh, wow. So it's like 11 months to the day. 11 months to the day. Shout out to Melon. Shout out to Up the Chelsea. Big up to every single one of you, Chelsea. Shout out to Maldini. Big up to my guys. Everyone's just running through the fucking Lewis curse and all of that. See, I've seen man try and call me CFC Trey. Fuck that. I have seen victories. Just very few and far between. Saying Forest at home ain't... miss me with that crap. You said Forest at home ain't easy, like you were trying to flex, and then you remembered you lost. Nope, we ain't hearing none of that. I already knew Forest at home wasn't easy. You didn't have to tell me that. I was saying that all week leading up to the game. This is going to be a different test to the games that we've played before. I anticipated this. Bro, whoever was putting us in title race combos, yeah, fine shame. Because I don't know who's trying to do that, but fuck all that. No, I haven't seen his reaction. I'm going to save it because I'm probably going to drop a Carefree Reacts tomorrow, but this game killed a lot of my content ideas. Fucking killed a lot of them. So yeah, thank you, Forest. Fucking bastards. Caicedo, and I'm guessing he got out-muscled by Chris Wood, which, I mean, he's a fucking unit. So Forest are good at set pieces. We knew this from last season. Do we not remember the away game when we won 3-2, but we were getting cooked on set pieces for the entire first half? Like, what are we doing? Yes. Look. The Yadars and the anti-vloggers might end up getting a win this season. They might do. I hear it, guys. Yeah. We already touched on the corners, but I mean, yeah, we can touch on it again. They were fucking awful. Like, I didn't think Enzo was too bad in the first half. Like, nearly could have got a goal, I think. Second half, though, this guy was so sloppy. Like, he gave away so many big giveaways that led to mad transitional moments from Forest. It was driving me nuts. I was literally screaming in Matthew Harding, get him off, get him the fuck off the pitch. Because his passing was taking the piss at that point. Thankfully, we did. I think my only real gripe with Maresca is that the substitutions could have been a bit earlier. Like, if we had every substitution, like 5 or 10 minutes earlier, maybe we have a bit more time and we end up stealing a 2-1 win or something. Some of the subs like Mudryk and Neto, like they came on too late to really have any impact. Fair play to Mudryk. I actually thought he did pretty well coming off the bench, but even then didn't have a lot of time to really do anything. He had like 2 big actions in the game. One of them was running the ball to nowhere, and the second one was the brilliant ball that he played to Nkunku. Ultimately, just didn't have enough time to really stamp his impact on the game. So if I had one issue with Maresca, subs were a bit late. Subs were a little bit too late for me. Everything else is all right. I'm not sure. I think a Forest player fell into Maresca, and then the bench all got involved. I saw Colwill gripsing up someone. Cucurella's in the middle of things. Nicholas Jackson's just trying to scrap anybody. That was just a whole mess. It was a whole ass mess. God knows. God knows. What else everyone's saying? Shout out to AK. Big up to you, saying big up Lewis. Ten Hag saved again. Eric 10 years, bro. I don't even think he's going to last the international break. I think even if they won, they're gonna get rid of him because the international break's the perfect opportunity to do it. If they don't do it, brilliant. Let him be there for the game where we go to Old Trafford because I'm sick to death of not winning at that ground. I want something at that ground for the first time in ages. So please do it. But honestly, I think 48 hours we hear that Ten Hag's gone. Because why are you keeping him at this point? What is the point? Even keeping him through to this season was dumb enough. But you problem. You problem. Which is again why I'm grateful that we sacked Pochettino. Fuck Poch. Big up to Blues Enthusiast, saying same feelings as Palace for me. Frustrating, but not anything to have a meltdown about. On another day, we scored those chances. For me, it's more like maybe with a bit of time under the manager, we might be a bit smarter with dealing with low blocks. Like, I think this was more of a learning experience for us, if anything. But I echo a lot of that super chat. Similar feelings to Crystal Palace, except we dealt with a low block for the entirety of the game instead of just the last 30 minutes. But yeah, I don't really feel angry or anything. I feel annoyed. Annoyed's the better word for me rather than angry. So yeah, big up to you, Blues Enthusiast. Shout out to you, my guy. Big up, bro. Yeah, Palmer was a little bit sloppy. He was a little bit sloppy in this game too. Second half, again, I think he kicked into life a little bit more. Probably after the goal and everything. But first half, it was like, didn't really notice him too much. And when he did, not really as effective as what you see from Palmer. But Palmer also has a high-ass standard. So he's, again, afforded games like this. But it also shouldn't be accepted. Shouldn't be accepted. Honestly, I think I remember last season when you guys won 1-0 at our ground, Ryan Yates was moving like one dickhead. Like, he was kicking anything with a blue shirt and he got away with it for fun. And there was some moments where he was on that again today. It wasn't to the same level as last season. But yeah, he's one of those players who's just always a problem when we play you. Always a problem. But big up to you, man. Big up to you, my guy. Bro, let me pattern that next week. But I'm gonna try and get what's his name? I'm gonna get Sam on. I want to get Mons on the channel, and I'm gonna figure something else as well. I said he was doing 3-minute silence. That's crazy. That's crazy. AK says Kovacic was mint against Fulham. Thank you, Lewis. Big up to you, my guy. I'm glad you're able to beat them as well. Even though Adama Traore literally just gave you the game by being fucking Adama Traore all match. But yeah. I'm glad you lot are getting a tune out of Kova. Big up to him, man. He ain't one of the enemies. He ain't one of the ops. Like, he's proper Chelsea. So I'm glad he's doing well with you guys. Really glad. 11 corners, no one can score a header. Yeah, but bro, like, half those corners were fucking garbage. Like, come on. Let's not even do that. Like, let's not act like we had brilliant corners all game. They were fucking terrible. They were terrible. So yeah, like I'd be more critical of the corner kick takers, not the man in the box. Now, even then, again, you're playing Nottingham Forest, who are good at set pieces. The least you can do is deliver some good crosses into the box. That would be decent. That would at least be decent. At least we're not corner. I mean, it would be nice for us to be a bit consistent at corners. It would be nice. And yups, another reason why I'm not that annoyed. That's 2-0. This would have been the Brentford 2-0 loss last season under Pochettino. It would have been exactly that, even down to 10 men. Like, that would mean a damn thing with that fraud. That would have mean shit. We'll see with the games coming up, because we're going to Anfield next. And I know Cucurella and Fofana are out of that game too, but I'm not really that worried about that. Even though, like, Cucurella's been really good for us. Fofana's been growing a little bit over the last few weeks. But for me, like, Tosin and Colwill did well against West Ham. I'm happy to run that back for another game. Renato Vega has done nothing but impress me in a Chelsea shirt. Go have a legacy game at Anfield. Why not? Here's your opportunity, mate. Go take it. Go take it, because you were iffy against Bournemouth. You had a crap first half and you were good in the second half. Go do something against Liverpool. Go do something against Liverpool. Easy way. Like, you've already endeared yourself to the Chelsea fans anyway, but like a good performance at Anfield will do you the world of good. So yeah. This is so baseless, because one of them was playing down to 10 men for about like 20 minutes or so. And the other one was about 45 to 50 minutes. So, yeah. And even then, I held the players more accountable than the manager for that one as well. So I don't really know what we're trying to do with that one still. But whatever. You want me to start screaming and moaning over this game? Find another streamer. Find another streamer, because that ain't going to be me. CB. Okay, so those are the ones who are talking about title race. Yeah, CB, fair enough. Fair enough. Don was talking title race. Are you sure? Are you sure you're sure? Endo, now that's something we can agree on. Forest are just there to be a pain in the arse to the big teams, and I rate it. I rate it. I want to talk about proper Barclays. This is what Forest are. It is what it is. We should have done our job. I can't be annoyed about them time wasting. It's the aim of the game for them, and they left with a draw. I said before the game they're going to come here and be happy to leave with a draw, and they left with a draw. There you are. It is what it is. We should have done our job. And if anything, we played into their time wasting a bit as well, because we could see it was getting to our head the further we got into the second half. Just maybe the ref shouldn't have been enabling it as much. Like, every single 50-50, you're giving it to them and then you're ignoring it for us. These men are faking head injuries left, right, and center, and you're doing absolutely nothing about it. You allowed the goalkeeper to time waste all game, and then in added time, you decide, oh, here's my yellow card. There you go. And that's the one thing I hate the most, by the way, because I see so many referees do this against us, and it's so annoying. They will let a man time waste for the whole game and book them at the end. They will book them at the end. And it must be deliberate, because why do you wait till the end to book them for something they've spent 90 minutes doing all match? What is the point? Oh, it's going to deter them. Not in the 90th minute, you fucking prick. Fuck off. So fucking annoying, bruv. So fucking annoying. The yellow card on Cucurella was stupid, never a yellow. I heard he was shouting at the fourth official. I didn't really see what he got booked for. Let me see. Is there anything on Twitter that showed it? Anything on Twitter that showed it? Yeah, so Cucurella got dashed into Maresca, which I think started the big scrap. Yeah, so he pushed one of them, fell into Maresca. Then he's shouting at the fourth official. Yeah, that's why he got booked. That's why, I can't lie, that's dumb from him. No, it's dumb from him. Like, I'm sorry. You know you're one yellow from a suspension. Keep your head. Keep your head. Like, I'm sorry, but like, shit. Like, that's one of the things that we need to get better at. We need to stop taking the bait a little bit. We need to stop taking the bait. Because there's times where we fall into that trap way too easily, and now we're in situations where Cucurella's out for the next match. And I mean, to a point, like, I'm glad it's done now. I don't have to worry about it for the next few games. But same way, I would have liked to have gone to Anfield with my best left back. And now we don't. Now we don't. So, yeah. Yeah, he's explained as well. Cuckoo fell into Maresca. Jackson slapped one. Apparently, Jackson won't be facing punishment. Apparently, VAR checked it before and they didn't think it was anything worthy of any decision. So, I don't think they'll look back on that. And, yeah, Cucurella should have been smarter. He should have been much smarter. I don't think he should have done something like that. It is what it is. Like, I get it. Sometimes you lose your heads and everything, but when you're one yellow away from suspension with the run of games that we have, keep your head. I've seen Nicholas Jackson, who gets the dumbest yellows for about 6 months, go to 9 yellow cards and keep his composure for about 3-4 months straight. So, you could have done it. Sorry. I got no issue with Cucurella, but, yo, it wasn't a dumb yellow. He did it to himself. He did it to himself. That's why you need a number 9. But we couldn't even find Jackson. So, like, I don't even really get the point of that one. But big up to you, Fraser. Big up to you. Bad today, but first bad game in a while. Well, I mean, the last 2 games, yeah. I'm not ripping Enzo too much, but he was terrible in the second half. I gotta hold it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Honestly, I thought Cucurella locked up Hudson-Odoi. Every time I saw them in 1v1s, Cucurella was getting the better of him. I also think part of it comes down to him playing on the right-hand side. From what I've seen with him at Forest, he's a lot better on the left. But, yeah. I don't think he had any real impact in that game, in all honesty. Don't think he did. Played well, very entertaining game. Hope you beat Liverpool. Also, we love Cho. Thank you. Oh, nice comment. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Look after Cho, man. Although you guys are already doing that. And yeah, entertaining. For you. For me, it was very, very frustrating. But I know Nottingham Forest are that sort of team. I can't hate it. I can only respect it. So, yeah, GG. Good game. Best of luck for the season. Best of luck for the season. I saw the result. So I was in one pub and it was 2-0 to Spurs. And then we made the walk to our regular spot. And it was 3-2 by the time we got there. Tottenham. Like, I was shocked, and then I remembered it's Tottenham. Never, ever underestimate Tottenham's ability to be Tottenham. I'm so unsurprised by that. Thankfully, we aren't Spurs. Hopefully, Villa do something in the next year or two. Go scam a cup or something so we can officially boot Tottenham out of the Big Six. Because they are only in the Big Six because us and Arsenal beef them. If we didn't care about Tottenham, I promise you nobody else would care about Tottenham. They're scrubs. No one gives a damn about them. Fuck them. I say that our fans definitely do. Our fans definitely do. No, but I saw something else as well, though. Where is it? I think it was from Kieran Gill. Where was it? Here it was. Honestly, I think this is Nizar Kinsella just waffling. So Kieran Gill said he was told VAR studied Jackson's slap on Morato, but decided it didn't constitute violent conduct. So they did check it, so I don't expect it to be another problem again for us. Thankfully. And we're going to be fined 50k. Great. That means another Cobham graduate needs to get the boot. Oh, well. Gilchrist, you're next up. Up the Chelsea. What else is everyone saying? I said Liverpool on your birthday. Hey, it might be a great birthday for you. Don did said top 4. Top 4's fair. Yeah, nah. Man said you can't hide from Hussam. Brother, I am on A-listers tomorrow. What are we talking about? Hide where? And also, I'm not hiding after this game. Like I said, I'm annoyed and nothing else. That's it. Like, I ain't hiding. And also, this is also the same. You're talking about the same guy who couldn't even score against Forest. Like, my left with a draw, he left with an L. So if we want to take it there, we can take it there. It's all good. It's all good. So, hey, that's calm. Chilwell will not be starting. Don't even watch. This guy can't even get... He gets pity minutes against Barrow, and we think we're going to wheel him out at Anfield. Come on, bro. You are more likely to see Colwill do left-back shifts one more time for the culture than to see Chilwell start a Premier League game. Come on, bro. Come on. What we lack in pens, we should have been given. We make up for in dark arts. You got 12 last season. We got 1. Fuck it out. Fuck it out. Hey, maybe you have a point. Maybe, like, I won't even pretend I lock into Forest games like that to even know. But fairs. Yeah, I was annoyed as well with that. The ref blew the whistle as soon as we got to 103, like they weren't time wasting for about 3-4 minutes of the added time, let alone the actual original time too. But again, part of me just thinks refs don't fuck with big six clubs like that, unless it's Man City. Maybe that's the case. Text you on the group chat. Yeah, bro, that's your fault for thinking I'm checking my messages immediately after the game. When I'm at the match, I am vlogging. So as soon as I leave the game, I am editing my vlog. Then I'm doing my fan cam. Then I'm uploading my vlog. Then I'm relaxing, and then I might check my phone. So, well. It is what it is. I said, let's not feel down. I don't feel down for Liverpool, even with the suspensions. Like, cool. Tosin, Colwill, Renato Vega. Fine. I have confidence in that. I believe in the squad now. I even believe in Maresca. My only gripe with Maresca is that, again, the subs could have been a little bit earlier. Like, I get maybe you wanted to keep momentum going after the goal, but let me check. What was the difference between the goal and our first substitution? I can't really remember. So we equalized in the 57th minute, and then we didn't have a sub until 81. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you could have dropped something in the 70th minute or something. Like, again, 5-10 minutes, we might have had enough time to get something. Who's more to blame today, players or manager? I think players more, if anything, because we couldn't find our way to get through them. That was it. The goal we conceded, like, honestly, I think Forest just handled the set piece really well. I think they just handled it really well because they're good at that. That's their bag. So yeah, I ain't here trying to blame the manager for it. I do think the subs could have been earlier, but that's about it. What? Let me try Noah, please. Let me try Noah, and if Noah is shit, then I give up. Because I want to go to the Arsenal game. I really want to fuck Arsenal. You know I can't miss that sort of match. Regardless, like, I was doing the whole boycotting games because I had to pay taxes and fuck Pochettino. And I still went Arsenal away. Even though I knew we were getting battered. But yeah, if I'm the jinx, I might have to take one for the team. It is what it is. But I also want the opportunity to boo Havertz for 90 minutes. Fuck that guy. Every single time. Yeah, I know I'm 5 minutes behind, but like, I wanted to try and like actually focus through most of the comments. It is what it is. It's all good anyway. It's all good. I'm getting to everybody in due time. I said respect Gilchrist. Like, I don't hate him, but you are definitely pure profit and nothing else. So I gotta call it what it is. There's no way Gilchrist is making it into the team. Whoop-de-doo. Get me wherever you can get me for him, and it is what it is. Yeah, Mudryk is actually looking pretty decent. That's like his second decent game in a row. It's a shame that we didn't get more minutes from him to like see if he could have a bit more impact. But he was so unlucky not to leave with an assist today. So unlucky. But say it quietly. Say it very, very quietly. But he might be improving a bit. He might be. Now, again, you say it very quietly because we need to see a lot more from him before we can really start getting gassed. But for now, I mean, he was decent in the last game. He did well in this game with limited minutes. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. I ain't going to say anything more past that. Like, those 2 cameos aren't enough to say, wow, he's turned the corner. Let's go. But I'm quietly seeing improvements. Quietly. Now, it's up to you to make it a little bit louder, innit? Go do it. Because we're waiting for you to wake up. We've been waiting. And yeah. No, like, keep Colwell and Fofana the way it is. But Tosin's going to start at Anfield anyway. So, cool. Cool. Yeah, I know Sam's a hater. I don't really care too much. Come on, bro. Do you know how many years I've been waiting for a fucking win against these scrubs? Like, I'm used to going years without them scoring a goal against us. Robert Sanchez, I still ain't forgiven you for that back pass, by the way. I still ain't. So I also don't want to miss this and this be the game that they win. Because I'll be fuming. I'll be fucking fuming. What else? Man said he will score against us. Now I think he'll celebrate. But I don't care. Celebrate. Good. I don't give a shit. Man ain't Chelsea anyway. That ain't gonna hurt me. That's gonna hurt everyone else who was sucking him off while he was playing like shit. Hold that. That's what you get for being an emotional wreck instead of calling players out for being crap when they deserve to be called out. You problem. You problem. Just go to the next. I'm gonna go Noah. Newcastle, I'm probably gonna skip that one. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go Noah. When is Noah? That's before the Arsenal game. Perfect. Fucking perfect. That works brilliantly for me. Oh, yeah, the timing's nice. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go to the Noah game. Fuck it. That is a great shout. Although I did sell my tickets already, so I have to find a spare. But I mean, it'll be pretty fucking easy to do that. Everyone's trying to shift off the Conference League tickets. I'll pull up. I'll pull up. There is no way I go to Noah and we don't win. There is no way. So I'll go to that. So then everyone can leave me alone about every time I go to games we don't win. There you go. And if we don't beat Noah, fuck it. I give up. I give up. Everyone's correct. You're all correct. I give up. So fuck that. Not Newcastle. Noah. Noah and potentially Arsenal. Noah and Arsenal. I said Mark Hughes needs a shot. Man, leave him to the Conference League 2. Leave him to the Conference League 2. Fuck. It's a home game. I am not doing a Conference League away game. Fuck that. Yes, I'm going to do the Conference League final. I will do that. 100%. No, not Greece. Although I low-key would like to go to Greece, but I don't think it'll be worth it still. Blues Enthusiast, big up to you, saying thoughts on Levi's performance. Argues been one of our best players so far, but some fraud had him stuck out at left back last season. Yep, fuck Pochettino. One more time for the culture. Fuck that guy. Brilliant block in the first half. I didn't even bring that point up, so thank you for reminding me. Game-saving block in the first half. Good passing. Did his thing defensively. Didn't really see any bad moments from him. Another good performance from Levi Colwell. Big up to him. Just again, another, like, keep your head a little bit. Keep your head a little bit. Other than that, I don't really have any other real problems than that. But yeah, because he went straight into that whole beef and started grabbing players left, right, and center. And as soon as I saw that from where I was sitting, I was like, yep, he's in the book. Anytime I see a scrap or like some beef going on the pitch, I'm thinking, where's Colwell? Where's Colwell? Because I know you're involved. I know you're there somewhere. If it ain't you, it's Cucurella. It's one or the other. It's either you or it's fucking Cucurella. And I saw both of the... Well, Cucurella was literally the one that started it. Or whoever pushed him into Maresca. And then Cole just jumped at it. Captain. All of that. All of that. Not the final 6 months. Oh, hell no. No. Last 18 months. Yeah. About last 18 months. It was Man United away 21-22 where I washed my hands of that scrub. Because he missed like 4 big chances. And yet again, we haven't won at Old Trafford. Because fuck him. So, yeah. Not let's say the last 12, 14 months. Something like that. Because I can't cuss Werner all season to defend the Havertz performance like that. And I saw that throughout April. So I thought, you know what? Fuck you. You're shit. You're shit. You just live. You live off a UCL final goal. Great. Let me go. I'll watch it in my own time and I'll do a carefree reacts. I ain't even getting into that today. Big up to Crawley Eagle saying, enjoy the international break. Time to relax. Trust me, I cannot wait for the international break. Kind of need it still. Oh shit, yo, shout out to Sarcasm City. Yo, big up to Flawless. My guy. Big up to Flawless, bro. Love that. Fucking love that. Palmer low-key been stat padding this season. Overall performances haven't been great. I mean, so City wasn't sharp. He had like 30 minutes of preseason. Wolves, don't even have to explain that performance. He was good. Palace, I thought he was good. Bournemouth, a bit quiet. West Ham, I thought he got double, triple marked, if anything, and he's still left with a goal, so I don't think it was a bad performance. Brighton, goes without saying. And then now this. Yeah, bro. I ain't with that one still. Sorry, bro. So I don't think it's been a case of like stat padding or anything. If anything, that's to say the stats are like hiding his performances. I don't think that's the case. He's had his quiet games. Definitely had his quiet games, but I don't think he's been stat padding. I don't think it's like stat pad to hide from crap performances or anything. So no, I wouldn't say that. Say swear, was those his stats today? And this was me when I think he has a bad game. Are you telling me those were his stats? Fuck off, really? Palmer in it. Let me not even say too much. Yeah, I'm not even shocked, but he knows he can't run that bullshit with me. He'll run the shameless narrative when any other person's on stream with him, except me. Because you can't run that. I'm too smart. I'm way too smart. Way too smart for that. Wait, did he do a video, by the way? Palmer saved Chelsea. Chelsea are overrated. Palmer ice cold. Chelsea scares no one. Oh, brilliant. Mandem, Carefree reacts tomorrow, innit? Carefree reacts tomorrow. Enjoy the show. Don't ask me to react to anything. Because I'm saving that for the video. Did anyone else do a video on our game? Did Said do a video? No, because he had the fucking Villa game, didn't he? Yeah, okay, cool. What about the football terrace? It's a shame. If we had won, I was gonna title the fucking show Are we disconnected? I was gonna react to Olivia talking about being disconnected to Chelsea. I'm still gonna add that into the show, but can't be the main title now because we didn't fucking win, which is annoying. So yeah, we're gonna talk about everybody overreacting. What does football terrace say? It doesn't even sound like anything too crazy on there. Perfect. It's all good. Shout out to Rigo Park. Big up to you, my guy. Saying to the Arsenal haters, Forest have more European trophies than you, so hold that. We look off the pace from the off. Shit happens. Learn to move on. Facts. Although I won't say move on from it. Like we can assess what went wrong. We can assess, hold criticisms where we need to hold criticisms, but same way, I'm not doing too much. I'm not doing too much over this. I'm not gonna do angry rant. We flopped today and all that bullshit. No, I'll be angry when there's reason to be angry. Right now, there's reason to be annoyed. There's reason to be frustrated, and that's it. But also, Torrigo Park, thank you for reminding me that Forest have more European trophies than Arsenal. I will use that as prop. I'll use that as copium for the Back Again pod tomorrow. I look forward to it. I look forward to it. Call him out on A-listers, bro. Don't worry, I got you. I got you, bro. I look forward to Carefree Reacts. We're gonna have a fun show. We're gonna have a really fun show. But it's time for me to send the link out. It was kind of time ages ago to do that, but here we are. So yeah, big up to everyone that's locked in. Hit the likes, subscribe, all of that shit. And we'll see what everybody's saying. I'm probably going to keep it going for about another half an hour, 40 minutes or something like that. Then I need to lie down because I'm on like 3 hours sleep from last night because I decided, yeah, early kickoff means I'm going to go on a night out and I'm going to drink stupid amounts. I'm going to say that's the last time I'm going to do it, but I'm lying to myself. I've come to that acceptance stage now. I'll go through a part of the week where I say I'll never touch alcohol again, and then the rest of the week we're on the beers, up the Chelsea. Cool. Right, links going out. Big up to everybody that's locked in. Hit the likes, subscribe, all of that crap. Oh, Jams wants a link too. Yeah, one sec, bro. Fucking hell. That is Jams. Let me just find him. Nearly done. Just the Insta, guys. As usual. Come on. Fucking hell, man. Why does it always take so fucking long on Insta? Cool. Yes, guys. What are we saying?
What you man saying?
Again, apologies for going to the game. It's my fucking fault, but part of the game, innit?
Yeah.
How are we feeling? Panic? Annoyance?
Not really.
In my opinion, I think we're good, man. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I'm not
a little
worried.
deflated, but overall.
One at a time, guys.
Pochettino's now vindicated, Lewis. He's now vindicated. It wasn't Potter's fault. It was your fault for going to games.
Thank you for hopping on, Prime. Big up to you, bro. So, what's the rest of you guys saying?
Hey, I can't lie, though. Under Poch, we lose that game. I'll be real. We don't come back.
Mm-hmm.
We lose that game under Poch.
I think the Brentford game from last season's Poch.
Yeah.
I mean, what happens this season?
Yeah, facts, man. Now I come away with, from that game with more positives than negatives. I'll be honest.
To me, it's just a bit. It's like it's a learning experience for us. If anything, that's the first time we really faced a low block, and I won't say we handled it well, but like it could have been worse.
To be honest, I think we did decent. You know, I think it's just certain players were just so bad today. It kind of weighed down the whole team. But I think overall, it was a decent team display. I think we should have won the game, man. We had them 2 big chances at the end. It's jarring that we didn't finish it. We didn't finish them, but. Yeah, I can't lie. Like after the game, my head was hot. I'll be honest, but I'm calmed down now. And it's not even because like I was disappointed in how we played. It's because we should have won that game with them chances at the end.
Yeah. That's
and also
why
just the time wasting and everything, it all just gets to you in the moment.
Yeah.
You
know what it is? I think the main reason is the way Wolves played was so frustrating, man. Honestly. I think that's the main reason why my head was so hot after the game.
Yeah. I emphasize that a lot in the ground as well, because the time wasting was fucking frustrating, and the referee kind of enabled it a little bit too as well. My thing was just more like, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it to the same extent.
Oh shit! Did I say Wolves? I meant to say Forest.
Yeah, you said Wolves.
Oh shit, man!
We knew you meant Forest anyway. It's not deep.
No, but like even within all of that, though, with everything that happened in the game, like on a different day. Like if nkunku,
someone said I sound like Sancho. That's crazy.
Now you mention it. Sorry, Prime. What were you saying? Nice, great,
fair enough.
Fucking brilliant. So Mountain's always got the maddest delay and everything. Yeah, Talon, bro. I hear it. Like it's frustration due to the way Forest played, but I can't hold it against them. They're really good at it. And the referee also enabled them to do it. And we also kept giving away silly fouls to just add to the point as well. So ultimately, I think we learn a lot from that mentally and also tactically as well. Hopefully, we can be a little bit smarter in the way we try and break down low blocks and everything. And we just keep it stepping from there. We're not going to be facing a team of that nature for a while. I think maybe until like Arsenal when they come to the bridge. Because I expect them to do the same sort of tactics as well. Liverpool should be more open. Newcastle, I don't really know what to expect with them. United will depend on whoever their manager is. So we won't have too many of those sorts of games, but it's something that we do need to work on in future.
Yeah.
How are we feeling about Robert Sanchez's game?
I can't lie, he was very good, man.
Very good game. Yeah.
And I'm the first one to slander him every time, but no, today he was cold. I can't lie.
He stepped up when we need him. Yeah.
So it's another good game from him. Thank you, Prime. Yeah. It's another good game from him.
That wasn't even on purpose. My bad.
Yeah, Freudian slip. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, for Robert Sanchez, man, like I'm glad that he's starting to have these performances a little bit more regularly now too, because the last game did feel a little bit like last season Sanchez, so I wanted to see how we would respond to having a game like that today. Saved us. Fucking saved us. Even though there was a sloppy pass here or there, like it didn't mean anything, and he saved us from going behind about 3 or 4 times. So I think the pros massively outweighed the cons.
But I'm not gonna lie though, if you really want to see proper Maresca ball, we have to see Jorgensen in goal. Because for me, Jorgensen just looks so much better on the ball.
Yeah.
Can't really tell. Can't really tell, to be honest, because I didn't think Sanchez had too many sloppy moments. It was literally just 1 or 2 bad passes, if anything. And with Jorgensen, we've barely seen him get tested because he's in the Conference League. True. There's been good passing from him as well, but like I can't judge him properly when he's in that sort of competition. I need to wait for him.
Go finish, bro.
No, I was gonna say I'm waiting. I'm waiting for it. He needs Sanchez to slip up so he can get an opportunity to start. And then we can properly judge him. Until then, it's just, you're there, but can't judge you. Sanchez has had like 4 or 5 good games. He's had 2 bad ones and 1 in the last 5 or 6. So
I agree. Sanchez hasn't done anything to be warrant getting dropped. As much as I don't like Sanchez, the talk about him last week was wild, about him being dropped and stuff. And I'm just like, just over 1 bad game. Nah, he needs like a good few games for that to even be a thought under. Yeah, for that to even be a thought under Maresca to drop him. I like Jorgensen, to be fair. I do want him to get games in the first team to see how good he really is, but that's on Sanchez. And so long as Sanchez keeps performing and we keep doing well, that's all that really matters. Really, I don't care who's necessarily in goal, so long as Chelsea do well.
I'm telling you, man. When we see Jorgensen, watch, it's going to be different because I've been watching him closely in these Conference League games, and I can't lie, how comfortable he looks on the ball. He looks a lot more comfortable than Sanchez. He looks composed. Telling you, man, watch. You'll see.
No, Jams, I don't disagree with you. I want Jorgensen to play,
Yeah.
but like as of right now, Sanchez doesn't warrant being dropped.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I agree with you.
So
Yeah, you don't just drop someone for no reason, I guess, innit? Especially when
and
it's
to
made
see
it clear that
Jorgensen,
Sanchez
you
is
need an
number
injury
one.
for Sanchez or the other. I don't really want to see either.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true.
No, but that's the
hey,
thing
man,
is like
time will tell.
if neither of those happens, like if he doesn't drop a stinker, or like if he doesn't perform bad enough to get dropped, then that means he's playing well. Which at the end of the day, regardless of how we think of him, means that theoretically we should be playing well, or he's keeping us in games like he did today, like he did against Bournemouth. Which is like if that's Sanchez from last season, he doesn't keep us in either of those games. We probably lose both of those games. That's what 4 points that we don't have.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So like, even though I don't like Sanchez, I'm not his biggest fan, as people know. It's like if he saves us and performs, then like, why would I even consider dropping him or doing anything like that?
Facts.
But that's an improvement on not just Sanchez, but the team as a whole. Like the way we played towards the end of this game, trying to chase the winner and creating enough chances to bag the winner, if not for just a phenomenal performance from their goalkeeper. So that's why like I don't see the anger, bro. Listen, if that chance from Palmer, bro, that should be a goal. Just brilliant goalkeeper.
I expect
and then the Nkunku header. And that Nkunku header, bro. We win this game 2-1 and all of a sudden no one's crying about anything.
Yeah.
So.
What's happening, boys?
What can you do?
Yes, Matt. Big up, bro.
Yeah, Matt.
Big up.
Yes, my guy. Did you get home all right?
I'm all right. I'm only in fucking Sheffield, mate. I still got like another hour and a bit to get back.
Oh, fucking hell.
We got Jeffrey Lewis streaming on the weekends.
Come on, G. Oh, man said more successful pass into the final. Fair enough. And here's me thinking Palmer had a bit of an off day today as well.
Nah, mate, Palmer's passing was lit today. Like, it was a couple of passes that he put through that did, like, it was one in particular that he said, and I went, fuck me, that was a good pass.
I think
like,
second half he was a lot better.
I was going to say, second half, first half he was terrible. He was our worst player.
Yeah, first half he was really frustrated.
Wait, no. In the first half, our worst player was Gusto, man. He was playing against us.
Gusto I thought was decent. He dropped off mad in the second half. I thought. In the first half. I thought in the first half he was decent. Like he looked like he was doing okay. Second half, bro, I don't know what.
And as well, Cucurella, he must have been playing high as well. Thinking of it, Cucurella was fucking well.
Yeah, he locked up Cho well.
Yeah,
he did really well.
Hey,
I mean, it doesn't really. Cho's not that good. It doesn't really count. Who cares?
Wait,
he did his job well, innit?
How can you say Cucurella didn't have a good game?
No, he did.
I didn't say Cucurella didn't have a good game. I said it's against Cho, so it doesn't count. Open your.
Yeah, he's saying you just don't rate Cho for it to mean anything.
Come on, bro. Listen, humans breathe. Cho's not that good of a player. Who cares?
Say it one more time.
No, he's saying like Cho ain't like anything special. That's what he's trying to say.
I don't care.
But regardless of that, like there was still other times where like he just read the play so well, like he knew where exactly it was going to be. Like
of course he did.
Like 2-man on his own.
Of course he did.
My only gripe was just try and keep your head a bit. If you know you're one yellow away from suspension, don't get a stupid yellow.
That's
a brilliant fullback and Cho's an average winger. I'm not going to overly praise Cucurella for doing his job against an average guy. I don't care.
What I'll say as well is that Cho's more comfortable on the left too. On the right, he ain't all that. On the right, he ain't all that. He's much better on the left side.
He's not all that on either flank. But
he's better on the left.
What are you going to say next? Palmer's going to score a hat-trick. And if we still lose the game, we'll be like, yeah, it doesn't really matter if he scored a hat-trick. He was still shit.
Hey, we know we got men in fan base like that.
If you say so.
If you say so,
Matt.
If you say so. But I just don't rate Cho.
That's fair enough. Shout out Alex. Big up, bro. Big up, man.
Big up, Alex.
Royal, he didn't get the yellow for that. He got the yellow for shouting at the fourth official afterwards. That's on him.
Yeah.
That still wasn't a yellow. Like, I'll be honest. Like, he doesn't do anything. Like, unless he says something bad to the fourth official, which like it didn't look like he did. He didn't even go like proper in his face. Like,
No?
I don't know why he got
No,
yellow.
I swear it was in his face.
Yeah, and you have to
No, it
remember,
wasn't.
he doesn't. You remember,
It was, and he
he
was
doesn't play
standing a
for
little
Man
bit away from
United. He doesn't play.
Let me
So it's
find
not
it
like
again.
they can change the channel, like exactly what they done for fucking Bruno, the red card.
Yeah,
Any other team that still says that red card.
Oh,
Ooh,
fucking hell, yeah, Alex, your mic is on the madness.
That's a bad
Yeah.
that big kerfuffle near the end, right? What happened in that?
That was
Williams shoved. So basically, Williams and Cucurella were going for a ball. Cucurella's getting there first, and Williams shoves Cucurella, and Cucurella takes out Maresca. And then I don't know who it was. Someone initiates it with Williams.
Levi.
Was it Cole? Was it Cole? I thought someone else initiated it.
there.
Cole gets involved.
No, it was Cole. Cole grabbed him.
Cole
by
right
grabbed him first.
And
I
then
was
Cucurella goes to
literally in the
full
front
official
row.
there, and that's what he gets the booking for. So just
before Cucurella even gets up, Cole grabs him by the neck.
Oh,
Anyway, big up, guys. Though.
No, it's still
nah,
bad.
Alex, kind of the same still. Not strong.
Yeah, he's not even in his face.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know why he got yellow.
Listen, we know they're
it's like, I don't want you to
giving
talk to
yellow
them.
cards for like stupid shit now. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful. Just stay away from the refs.
Of course.
Don't over exaggerate shit because they're gonna give you a card. So again, I don't like that's frustrating, but it's dumb. It's dumb. You don't.
Yeah, it is.
Shouldn't have been doing it, but
no.
Guess sometimes you're just prone to losing your head.
I think
Especially
it
if
was
it's kind of wish
you could be a bit more
frustration for the
winning.
game itself, right? Because
Yeah.
you know, if we were ahead, we had enough chances to win. That's the one part.
Of course.
To me, it's like it's nothing to be mad about. I think we're on pace as a team going for top 4, right? Now, if we were going for a title, this would be devastating, right? But we're not going for a title. We're trying to get to the get to the top 4 race. And this is a decent game, decent result.
Today.
It's not it's nothing bad.
Well.
Now, I'll get mad about the fine margins if this was a team that was trying to win fucking league, but it's not yet. So I don't think there's anything to really be mad about.
Still played against Forest,
with
a
you,
really
bro.
good defensive team that still beat Liverpool at their own ground, who are actually top of the table. And then we were all over them. We got unlucky not to get a win. Like, I don't even see what is what it is. If you ask
we're with you, bro. Like, I don't think it's really anything worth arguing about. I mean, raging about.
He'll probably bring up something to do with fucking Enzo being racist or something, like something stupid like that, something completely irrelevant.
Yeah, Brian, what do you send to me? What's this? Brian, what is this? 7 out of 19, 23, 24.
So
Is that meant to be a
draw.
chart?
Got
that's
like
okay.
wins and losses. Oh wait.
It's our comparison of last season to this season.
Yeah.
Okay, and what? Like each bar's like the top of the table then for each one.
No,
of the table?
so
It's every
wins and
game.
losses.
Every game. First game was a draw.
every game.
we lost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's the games we
Sorry.
played last season. Yellow's draw, red is a loss, green is a win.
Okay, that makes a lot
League
more
games
sense.
by the Premier League.
How
games.
about now?
Points.
Much better, Alex. There
Much
we are,
better.
bro. What are you saying?
I was gonna say like about the game. Like I actually liked the game.
Yeah,
I know
it was a good watch.
It was no, it's like a proper English Premier League. This like physicality was in it. Was some really good, how you say it, like really good chances and stuff like that. It was a kind of pity that we didn't win, but I'm not upset about it.
100%, Alex. I'm with you.
I'm glad Matt's here, but I heard you talking about the yellow cards and stuff. I'm not upset with Cucurella. Like he got late tackle. It's just the human emotion to react, and I'm not the one that's gonna say not to react to something because sometimes you
I hear
cannot
that.
hold it. So
Yeah.
the way it was, I mean, you like a professional football player, you should be. If we talking about he shouldn't react to the referee, let's talk about that fraud of lizard face that been arguing against referee with free kick.
And as well, they kicked the ball away like
Which one?
2 or 3 times as well, away from play. to stop
Jackson. There's
Jackson.
people saying
Oh, Jackson's lizard face. Okay, cool. Just
that
him, bro.
that thing that people saying like the substitution didn't happen sooner, he's the sole reason for it. If you look at the minute, how long it took for that free kick to play in, substitution was there. The referee wanted to make it freaking thing. And if you look at the clock when the whole free kick started, nobody's arguing. All of a sudden, everybody's pulling Jackson away from the whole thing. Why? Like, who called him? What happened there? That Colwill had to get involved. That everybody had to get involved. Like, seriously,
I don't know.
not
like,
that one, not
when
that
it
one.
was-
I'm talking about the free
No,
kick.
you're talking about when the free kick happened.
Just Walker's
Walker-
free kick.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was no argument. There was a free kick. There was no argument for anything. That's not the accident I'm talking about. I'm talking about the accident where Wolf had a free kick against us.
How on earth
Nice,
did he?
that's a slap.
How on earth did he not get?
Apparently, VAR had a look at it and they didn't deem it violent conduct.
How?
So it shouldn't come back.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I
But-
ain't asking.
But these guys have been ill-disciplined for a while
do you
now.
know why? Do you know why? Because there's some of the fouls that they've done and the way they pushed our players in the back that weren't given. There's no way you could give that fucking slap.
No, but like the
fucking
decisions
foul.
weren't
that's a clear
50-50
slap.
yesterday
He's
He's
anyway.
like slapped / punched him. Like,
Yeah.
fuck,
Punch
like it doesn't
him.
matter
Fuck
what.
me, Scott. Have you ever seen a punch before?
Yeah, that's more of a slap.
No, it's like a pie face.
Either way,
Fuck me.
he's lashed out at him.
Yeah.
Like he's lucky.
Hey, Robert better not
I
get in
hear
my face because I'll drop
Yeah,
that
he could have
motherfucker.
got a suspension for that.
No, he ain't
Step
gonna get
Brothers-
suspension.
it's
VAR already
Step
made a
Brothers
rule on it.
vibes.
I say VAR.
Anyway.
Calm.
That's
Yeah, to be honest, I don't know why Jackson was arguing while Ward-Prowse was trying to take a free kick.
Yes,
Very
that's
strange.
the accident that I'm talking about. They're talking
Yeah,
about that even he's arguing with the teammates. He
Yeah,
started
he
arguing.
phoned with his teammates as well.
I couldn't understand what is wrong with that idiot. What the
It must
substitutions
have been
were ready.
frustration because he weren't getting involved.
I
in the
don't
game.
like.
I don't know.
That's
Must
my.
have
No,
some
not
that's-
as an excuse. I'm trying to think reasoning
I
why.
understand, but for some reason we picked Kukureya, like your conversation on YouTube right now. You picked Kukureya for actual have a reason to overreact because
Because
he been.
Cucurella is going to miss the
tackle.
next game.
I know that, but Jackson could have missed because he slept 3 games.
Mm.
But
I
we
hear-
didn't make the substitutions. That's the people saying like, oh, Maresca should have. Lewis is not the first one that said we need the substitution quicker. Look at
Yeah,
the
he should
time
have.
that that the minute that the free kick was awarded, we had the freaking substitution ready. The problem was he got an argument and he diverted the referee from taking that free kick. So the time was started with 74th or 75th, and the substitution made it by 3 or 4 minutes later because of freaking idiot.
That's a very fair.
And by the
assessment.
way, what's his name? The French D'Artagnan on the right side? No, Scott. He was shit all game. There is not a minute that he was good.
Who
Not a
did?
single minute. He was
Gusto.
shite. He was shite the whole 90 minutes.
What?
He didn't look comfortable at all, especially in the first half. I
You
don't know
know
if it's
what?
him
I don't-
taking time
He
to
wasn't.
be
Listen, he
involved
wasn't
more.
great. He was doing too much. The only issue I really have with this game, honestly, is the fact that the subs were so late. Like, what was the reason for Nkunku coming on what the 80th minute, 1-1? I mean, it's like, why you waiting? Yeah,
You know what? But for a manager,
that's the
that's
only
been
thing I could
spot
say.
on
It's like,
so far.
there's
I
no
don't
need to do that. Just
It's
give him.
still a good game to watch, regardless, and we didn't get embarrassed. Do you know what I mean?
Good game loosely. That was a frustrating
I was
watch.
saying it was
Frustrating
frustrating.
watch.
I thought it was a
I
good
like
watch.
the physicality. I thought it was a good. I
It was
actually
Robert
liked the
Barkley's game.
It was a
Yeah, no, we
proper
handled it
English
well. I
Premier
mean, like
League.
from
Yeah.
watching it in the moment, it was frustrating.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
I
that's
can't
what
lie.
I'm saying.
That
I'm-
first half.
Yeah, it was frustrating, but it was still fun. Like when you
Oh,
say
yeah,
when
definitely
you watch a
second
horror
half was better.
the
Yeah,
moment
like,
you
if you're
just
neutral-
don't fall over when the killer's chasing you. It's frustrating, but it's still good.
Like if you're neutral
No,
watching
I'm
that
not gonna
game,
lie.
you're coming away from that game saying,
By
yeah,
the way,
Chelsea played pretty well.
last season we losing
Yeah.
this game. Season before that we losing this game.
I'm being so honest. If I'm a
100%.
neutral, I'm turning it off at half time.
I mean, to be fair, when
I-
Nah, I don't think it was
I mean-
that bad.
I don't think it was that bad either.
I don't think it was bad.
I
I
think a
think
lot
there
of
was
games.
there was
If
some
you guys watch,
individual.
I'm not
I mean, if you
I'm
guys
not
watch some
talking
other
about,
other games this week, it was kind of similar. Like a lot of teams were having difficulty. Like no
yes.
team had like a perfect game. Like City had a lot of difficulty. Liverpool had a lot of difficulty. They all did, right? It wasn't great. The difference is like, we came away with the draw, which I think is good enough for where we are. I'll be honest.
No,
Like I know people are
That
happy
same
with it,
thing,
but
Daniel. I'm the same
I
thing.
just
Like,
feel like,
Arsenal,
we're not going
Arsenal.
for a title. There's no need to like be mad about this. This is
and
this is
you know
all right.
what's the actual funny part is when people saying like we have problem with the low blocks. I don't think we have it. I actually think we created a lot of chances with that low block, but I don't think it was the low block in the first place. I think it was just proper physical game. We created chances. Felix should 100% score, and Nkunku should 100% score. Then what's his name? Palmer. Any other day, Palmer scores out of those chances that he had, especially that turn at the end of the game.
Yeah, but their
What?
keeper
in the
also
last
turned it
20
into
set
a
that
annoying
up.
Yes,
as well.
that's what I'm
Fucking
saying.
shit.
So
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
know
saying,
what you mean.
what I'm saying is like we did create chances to put the game away, but we also did to them today will stay in the game. You know what I'm saying? So for it's really like I understand that first half maybe not like the game progressed better, but at the second half I was like, yeah, I like it. Like I'm not faulting like for the goal, especially for the goal. The only thing is how is freaking D'Artagnan is marking Wood
He wasn't.
I
on the
think
far
Yeah,
post.
that's
Caicedo was
It
marking.
was Caicedo, wasn't it?
Caicedo
was
and
No,
marking
oh
Christian
yeah,
Wood.
what's
Still
his
had
name? The
Milinkovic.
other, the other,
Yeah,
the,
it was back.
yeah,
It was
the other
back.
is
Milinkovic.
Eastern European
Milinkovic.
Wood.
Miss Milinkovic, yeah.
Yeah,
Milinkovic,
Eastern
yeah.
European Wood. Same height, same physicality.
Yeah,
Just
you're
from
right. I
different
don't know why.
continents.
That was my thing
I
because
think
I
it
saw
was.
Fofana. I couldn't find out who he was tracking. He was just in no man's land.
Well,
I've
that's
had
the
him
thing.
on
If you go back and look, I think there was like Gusto and Madueke were 4-on-2 at the back post. I was like,
Mhm.
what? I was like, this don't add up. Something's
That's
wrong
what I
with
was
this.
saying. Like the guy was like literally not even challenged to header back. And that's not the person. That's not what Caicedo's place to be to attract Wood. That's
No.
Fofana's. By the way, Fofana's missing Liverpool game too.
Yeah,
Yep.
he got booked.
So,
What's happening with Kobo as well because he came off injured.
Yeah, he
Well,
got
Yeah,
booked.
he
Maresca
Yeah.
said
wanted
he's
to come
fine,
off early.
so
I hope he's
maybe.
fit for Liverpool, man. Honestly,
Was it injury? I thought it was like because
He
he'd
had
been
the
carded.
problem.
I
Yeah,
heard,
it
yeah,
was-
I
it
heard
was
someone
problem.
say
hip or
something
something.
about his hip or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
yeah,
fair.
he had the problem, and he wanted to get off way earlier.
Yeah, he went
But
to the
again,
touchline.
Yeah,
the freaking Jackson was the argument.
Mm.
That's the whole freaking thing. That why the substitutions were late. I swear, man. Go back to that free kick with the number 10 for them when he got injured from Gusto's
Gibbs White,
tackle.
yeah.
Yeah, that was the moment of the game. I don't know why is that Lizard Fate got so upset about that to
I
the
don't
point.
care. Seems like one of them erratic brothers.
He really is.
no, he needs to get that. He needs to get it together. Like
He needs to get it together.
Because last
100%.
season, how many yellow cards did he get last?
He got 9 by
Word.
February, but
Yeah,
managed to keep his
exactly.
composure from then, which annoys me more because it shows me he's capable of it.
That's exactly my
Yeah.
point. He he can keep it together. He's just choosing not to.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's the frustration part. By the way, that ball from Mudryk to Nkunku.
Sensational.
Yo,
Oh,
Great
what a cross.
I'm talking about not the cross itself. I'm
Oh.
talking about Nkunku should have buried it, man.
Hmm.
I'm talking about it.
At least that one forced
you
a
know,
good save from the keeper. Like
You
Felix
don't.
didn't even get
It
his on
had enough
target.
space on it. It had
It's
everything on it for him
listen,
to just
he should have scored. Felix should have scored.
Felix.
Felix,
Felix
those
That
are
was the
two-
real bad one.
Those are the two biggest chances that
The
I
biggest,
think
yeah.
should have
Yeah.
killed it for us. But either way, I mean, like there's a lot of nearly moments in the game
Yeah.
here and there where it's like, yo, if you made the right pass here, if you made the extra pass quickly. There was a time that Enzo was on top of the box and Gusto was I don't know what he was doing.
yeah.
He was looking up, trying to
Got
and then
in
he
each
tried to pass
other's
it
way.
to him. He tried to pass it to him when there was a player in front of him. He was free about 15 steps, like prior to that. So it's like I'm just looking at it like it's just moments where you can make the right pass, you can shoot earlier. It is what it is. It's okay. Like
Even
it wasn't this wasn't a bad game.
Sancho. No, it wasn't a bad game.
It's shit.
Like it was a bad on the results, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay. I'm not upset about it. I'm upset with that lizard face, but the rest of them I'm fine with it.
I think we're only upset if it ends that we don't make top 4 by 1 point or 2, right?
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Damn, this
Yeah,
game.
That of Galip.
You know,
Do
but
you remember?
that should never happen either way. Like we're better than a lot of teams.
You know what? Another thing, a little bit like Sanchez, as good as he was late in a couple of games, he has that like over trickery. Like he beat the player. Players already beat, but I don't think he realized that he already beat the player. So he kind of like is still in emotion of making another trick, and he returns to a original position in front of a defender. Like he tricked the defender.
Can I add something to that?
Yeah.
I think part of it is that he just doesn't want to shoot. Like
I noticed that
because he's dribbling. Sometimes his dribble gives him space to shoot, but he's looking for the next pass, so he dribbles again and again and
yeah, that's what I'm.
And I'm like, bro, if you dribble like that and you sit the guy on the floor and you're just shoot it. Fuck it. I get it. You want to pass and you don't want to do the same thing. Noni's on the other side, but shit, sometimes just shoot it. Just have that confidence.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe you can get the how you say it, a deflection. You can get like a rebound or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you can make things happen. Just hit into the target. You know what I'm saying?
Probably has 2 shots in 5 games, bro. Like you don't shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get it, but you sometimes
it's frustrating to look.
Giving him space.
Yeah, Sancho's like a point guard. He's a point guard. He just wants to get his teammates open. That's what he wants to do. He's not really a shooter like that.
Like remember that there was a point that Noni passed it to him, right? And he had the chance to shoot with his left or right, and he waited and passed it back to Noni.
Yeah.
Got intercepted in the box. And I'm like, bro, just it's a little
By the way,
we have too many players like that. That's what I've noticed. Like we don't have enough players in our team that are willing to hit it from range. Like they're just if they see
I
an
don't
inch,
think
like
we're confident enough to shoot. I don't think
Like,
we're confident enough to shoot.
I agree, but I think some of that comes down to
when it's a player like Noni that does it, they get called arrogant.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there are
Noni
legit 2
shoots
players.
when he should pass it. He pass it when he should have shots. That's what Noni is best at.
Yeah, but I think first half his decision making let him down a little bit, but I didn't like the discourse I was seeing around off the first half base of it. Like at least he kept testing the Forest fullbacks. At least he was persistent, and eventually it worked out for him, and he got a goal.
Yeah,
I hear that, but
I literally
don't know,
saw this on the timeline today. I literally seen this now. I'm scrolling through the timeline. I don't get how stuff like this comes from our own fans. Because I actually like the fact that he has that self-belief in himself. A man are ripping on him just because he's trying to take goals for himself. Like I think question the decision making. That's it.
But the thing is, like, it's not even like this selfish argument I keep saying doesn't run because all he did in the first half was try and put crosses in for Jackson. All he did.
The problem is he crosses with his right foot. When he doesn't,
I agree. I'm not saying the crosses were good, but what I'm saying is if he was as selfish as people claim, he's not even attempting that cross.
Let me say this though. A part of it is like basketball, right? Where it's like a guy who's always shooting, right? Till he realizes, oh yeah, I have no shot here, so I'm gonna just pass it.
Yes, that's
so
Noni.
It's like Noni. I think the frustration people have with Noni is I don't mind when he cuts in and he takes shots, right? The frustrating part is when people see him doing that when he has other options open and he still does it.
That's what I said.
Like you're crossing the ball in situations you should cross the ball, but in those situations as well, like what you did with Sancho in the last game that was offside, do that more. You know what I mean? Like cut in. Yeah, you have the open shot. You can't shoot it. Make the pass a couple times. Get people off your back at least.
Look, Daniel, when he crosses with the right foot, it's because there's no option for him to that's he doesn't do that because he wants to. He does that because he's on the right foot. If he was on the left foot, he doesn't cross it, or he overhits those crosses, and it's not. By the way, this game was frustrating from the right side crosses anyway. They all overheat, and there's not like Noni is the only one that did it. Palmer for the first half did the same thing. None they did not sink in with Noni. Palmer and Noni were not on the same page. They like couldn't find each other. Passes not there. Enzo was passes was not there. Casado was not like he got. I think Casado's got Casado's game affected because of the early yellow card, which I don't think it should be yellow card in the first place. Then what's his name? I think the whole combination of the team was not sinking in together. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree with that. Especially in the first half. The first half was another one where he seemed to look just a little bit disjointed. Just a little bit. I guess part of that comes down to the way Nottingham Forest played as well. But again, that's why I see this game as a bit more of a learning curve for us. We figure out what went right and what went wrong in this game. We assess it and we keep it moving. That's about it.
That
But
was
yeah,
one of the most
that one, I don't
well-organized.
see Nottingham fucking shit and arrogant. I think that's bullshit.
That was one of the most well-organized low blocks we're going to come up against this season.
Mm-hmm. And we had to expect that from Forest too. They've been one of the best defenses in the league this season.
Yeah, facts. That's the thing, yeah, because even on my own stream a few days ago when I was doing the match preview, I was looking at the amount of goals they conceded. It's like 6-6 or something like that, or like 5-6, something like that. So their defense is so good, man. So,
and their away record's been better than their home record. That's where they got the majority of their points.
Okay, yeah, fairs. And yeah, they beat Liverpool as well at Anfield. Something we ain't done in 3 years. So,
like Daniel said, if this is the problem with the whole freaking scenario, is like people think I would be upset if we are doing that kind of stuff and it's affected for a title challenge when we like we fighting for the consistency. That's the fight. Our fight is for consistency and slight. Like I don't want us to make one step forward, 3 step backs. So to make that one step forward, I'd rather not stretch that big foot forward. I'd rather make a confident step. And I think today we showed the confident step. As much as I was upset with the defense in the beginning of the season, and I'm kind of still shaky sometimes, but they did not score from open play today, and nobody scored from open play in a while against those two center backs. I'm impressed with Colwell. I'm literally
Alex, I can't lie.
They could have scored an open play.
You know what? I think
brilliant.
I'm actually very impressed with our defense.
No. I'm saying they could, but that's not because of defensive mistakes. It's because of the goalkeeper mistakes.
And outside of Gusto, I thought our whole defense today was good. Like I don't have any complaints about our defense today. Outside of Gusto.
Yeah, I think defensively we look solid, man. Honestly, it's the mistakes that's killing us and the set pieces. Once we fix that up, like defensively, we're gonna look good, man.
I'm not saying we're gonna look good, but I see potential. I see potential of us become better as a defense. I'm not saying there's going to be Saliba but I'm kind of confident. Like I'm not going to like how you say it, like and jump and say like, oh, we're going to be unbeaten. I'm just saying like I'm slowly confident into center backs.
Yeah.
I hear it. Like Colwell's only been growing and growing this season. There's been a clear improvement on him from last year. He just needed some time to play centre back and not play fucking left back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I hear that one. And even with Fofana out, like Tosin and Colwell had a good game against West Ham, so got no reason to think they can't do the same thing against Liverpool.
Exactly, and I think the thing with like them being like Cucurella and Fofana being out is as much as it does suck. It's like this season, it's actually kind of good in terms of.
On.
I don't know who that was. We've like actually got depth. Like we've actually got the depth in basically every position to be able to handle people being out. Outside of right back, and that's only because our first choice right back is injured, and Palmer because it's Palmer. I'd say every other position we can cover.
Yeah, even having Vega on for the next game, like I'm looking forward to that one because he's been impressive this season. Could make a real statement about his ability if he does well at Anfield.
Yeah, I just feel like we have to fix the back line somehow. I mean, no, not the back line, but we have to be a lot more solid in terms of conceding goals and stuff like that. And it can happen. I think you can fix it in 2 ways, right? Because we've had a back line, if you want to call it that, that wasn't really world class when we won leagues. Like the back line with Cahill and Luis. I mean, come in Cahill and Luis. Like that's not.
Yeah, but who was in front of those two?
That's what I'm saying. So it's
Yeah.
either you fit. So you have choices to make. It's either you break up Fofana and Cole and buy another top center back, or no, you just figure out how to have the midfield to be a lot more solid, right? So those are the areas that I think they can try and figure out. But I don't think it's bad. I think like the center backs are all right. Like unless you want to go out there and spend a lot of money to get somebody a lot older, I don't see the. I mean, I don't really see the point in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think center backs are fun.
Yep.
I think it's easier to just like kind of jig your midfield a little bit because I feel like we already kind of have the players to have a shutdown in there.
You can make the midfield more conservative to help up the defense. We've done it before. It's not like we've never done it. It's been done before. It's just you're gonna have to. In those kind of circumstances, you usually have you don't have a lot of chances creating in that game. So when you do have a chances, you have to punish them.
No, that's not even. It's not even a case where you won't have a lot of chances being created, right? Because you know, in that scenario that I'm talking about, you still have 4 attacking players, you know, quote unquote 4 attacking players in your team, right? You're not losing that, but you're just maybe. And then this is a battle of the Enzo. This is the Enzo battle, right?
Yeah,
Enzo or someone else. That's really it. It's Enzo or someone a lot more defensive to just like shut down that area a lot more. Lavia or next year Santos. That's to me
I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated with the guy actually.
With Enzo?
Yeah, with Enzo.
Oh yeah,
I hear it.
Second half was really fucking.
It's not second half. It's been games for a while
I'm not frustrated.
now.
I just feel like he's not. Even when he's good or when he's been good, he's just been a steady Eddie. He needs to give a little bit more. Like do something a little more, and then people will be okay. But it's not bad. It's just like, bro, it's not
it's not bad. It's like it's neither hot neither cold. It's like
it's like it's just there. Like you're keeping the ball ticking and you're doing like that's cool. But can you do a little bit more? Like.
Or quicker.
Yeah, and Dan, that's what annoyed me about today, especially in the first half. Because I actually first half didn't think he was too bad off the ball. It was more on the ball. It's like I expect you to be maybe a little bit poor off the ball, or there's certain things I expect you not to be. I expect you to be good on the ball. That's part of the reason why we bought you. I expect you to offer something when you're in certain positions, and that's what he had none of that today. Like there was nothing in the attack from him today outside of I think one pass.
Yeah,
and it's like if you're not offering anything going forward, then all I have to expect from you is defensive stuff, which I already know is not your strong suit. So at that point, it's
like, kind of coasting off.
What's the point of you playing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For example, the people saying like that the 10 men we couldn't beat the 10 men. That's when I was talking about the specific Plan B games, when you have to have a different kind of striker than Jackson and Nkunku, even though we created for them to finish the game. That kind of striker that you think you need, you know what I'm saying, coming off the bench and those kind of stationary striker. Because I've saw Nkunku in the midfield when we are 10 men playing against 10 men. And I was like, dude, go blow balloon by the goalkeeper. Don't blow balloon.
Listen, I hear that, but Nkunku still had his big chance and missed it. Right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
We got my whole thing is that we had enough in this game to win it. Mm-hmm. Maybe you can say in certain situations players didn't make the right choices or didn't take a shot when they should have taken a shot or things like that. Like we probably need a little bit more of that, like a little more bravery in the midfield. Like Scott said, shots from distance. You don't really see that, right?
Nobody shoots.
You don't really see that threat. The midfield is not a threat when it comes to goals. Now, if you're counting Palmer, I'm not counting Palmer, right? He's in the I'm talking about the center mids.
Yeah,
center mids are no threat when it comes to goals. So that's another element of we're keeping the ball in the edge of the box, and it's like we're keeping it. Maybe one of you should start just start shooting.
When there's a little gap open, have a shot, but we don't do that. It's annoying sometimes.
Essien was not taking a lot of shots, but when he takes shots, you know what I'm saying? Like when. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the thing is for me, it's not even just the midfield. Like I said, it's even the attack. Like outside of Palmer, and even with Palmer, he doesn't like. He'll try and place a lot of his shots outside the box. Madueke is the only one who'll just hit it. Like Sancho won't, Jackson doesn't, Felix doesn't, Mudryk does, and it hits the corner flag. Neto, I haven't seen yet, so
In
I
the
don't know
Fulham
whether
Stadium, you forgot to say in the Fulham Stadium.
That's not
like
good though.
outside of Madueke, there's no one, and probably Palmer from time to time. There's no one in the attack who will just hit a shot if they get like the slightest glimpse of goal. There's no one that will just shoot.
Yep.
What's his name? The French guy who all of a sudden decided to shoot today in the first half, especially.
And it was
I
a good
wish he
shot.
didn't.
It was a good shot.
Was it?
Yeah,
With his
Gusto.
left
I
foot,
think
it
that was the
a
right
good
angle
shot.
for it.
It
It
was
was
a
the right
good
angle
shot.
for it.
Based on TV, it wasn't. It didn't look even close.
No, it
Oh.
didn't the
From where I was sitting, it was like, yeah, worth a hit. Worth a hit. At least that's what I thought at the time.
Anyway, I'm gonna go eat my kebabs with couscous.
Oh, enjoy, man. I hope everything gets. I hope everything's better at home. Big
How you
up, man.
eating when we're
Yeah.
not drawing, bro?
Yeah,
How you eating kebab?
Same here.
Do what?
Yeah, we
How you
haven't
eating
won.
kebab
Why
when
are
we
you eating kebab? We haven't won. What the fuck?
You're not serious, bro. How you eating kebab when we didn't win?
Come on, man.
Easy. Some frauds go to the game when people tell them don't go because we're going to lose the game or draw. And
True, Lewis. That's true.
Now,
yeah,
that wasn't necessary, man.
it
That
was
wasn't
necessary because I
that's
told you directly. Like I told you not to go.
Well, I'm gonna go to the Noah game, and I'm sure we'll win that one. I'm sure we'll win that.
Yeah,
Yo,
go.
if you don't win
to-
it, you can't go to any more games, bro. If we don't win that game,
I'll see you later.
If we don't win against
nice.
Noah, I understand. I
Go
understand.
to the Shamrock Rovers then.
impose a
If
self
we
ban on
don't,
yourself,
if
bro.
we don't win against Noah this season ticket, I'll give it away. I'll give it away.
Go
Someone
to
else-
the
not
Shamrock
no
Rovers.
super chat giveaway. Don't even bother, guys. But no,
Go to the Shamrock Rovers game.
no,
Yeah,
just
be a
out of
man.
spite.
Don't go.
Just
Go
out of
to the game.
spite.
Go to the game. That's cool. We'll win without you, man. Don't worry. We'll win. Come
Yeah,
on,
I thought
Rovers.
you'd back your Shamrock Rovers to beat
We'll,
us
we'll
anyway.
win. We'll win without Lewis, Judge. It's fine.
But with that in mind as well, Awash, big up to you. No. This club suffered enough with me winning, bro. But if you need a spare, I mean, let me know. Let me know, bro. Big, actually, everyone I know is trying to get rid of those tickets, so it'll probably be piss easy for you. Big up to Andrew Stanislavski saying very frustrating game. However, many more positives than negatives. Let's go to Anfield and make a statement. Enzo needs to wake up. Another poor game. Completely agree, brother. Big up to you, man. Like, it's not really the sort of game that I'm moaning too much about, but a little bit frustrating. Just a little bit frustrating. Nothing more than that. Shout out, Javon. Welcome to the channel, bro. Hope you're good. What was your thoughts on the game, man? No, you're on mute. You're on mute, bro. Or you're someone with the mic.
Yeah, sorry, my mic was muted. Yeah, firstly, I was saying the next time we're gonna put Lewis on house arrest. Yeah, keep his black ass at home.
I understand.
Regarding this game, listen, we knew this was gonna be a difficult one, but it was difficult in a different sense. Like, we got by the low block. I don't want this low block narrative to get people's. We created chances. Palmer should have scored. Felix should have scored. Sancho should have shoot. Opportunities were there to win the game. You know, defensively, it's still a work in progress. I'm not gonna complain about the goal. I'm more concerned about us not taking the chances when we should have, because it's the same thing with the Palace game. If we were taking the chances, we'd have been top of the league right now. We're going for top 4, so I can expect games like this. I can allow games like this. It's not a loss. Last year, we'd have lost this miserably. I would have been frustrated. And again, this is a telling point only because remember last year when we analyzed the Palace game last year, it was the first. We were talking about this. It was the first red flags for everything that was to come. This year, I think it's a lot of green flags for what's about to come. If we were supposed to face another team with this level of low block, Mariska now knows we gotta make earlier subs, right? Some of the players knows not to hold on to the ball too long, not to shoot when they're not supposed to, and kind of try figure out how to take their chances when they're supposed to. And another day, Palmer would have won us the game because that touch around the defender, 1-on-1 with the keeper, 2 shots, and the keeper saves them. Come on, bro. Just give it to the keeper at that point.
Mad.
Right. You just give it to the keeper at that point. Like just take your draw, clap them. Palace played a good game and walk away. For top 4, I can allow games like this, but we're going to have to. But in turn, for me, allowing games like this, I want to pick up some wins as the big boys. You know, that's going to want to play more open. And any games that we play that's more expansive and open, we got to win those to account for games like these. Yeah, that's basically my thoughts on the game. And my boy, Madueke, let's go. You know what? At this point, my boy, if you're listening or watching, hopefully, embrace the selfish natures. Embrace the selfish nature.
Embrace the arrogance.
Exactly. If you're damned if you do and damned if you don't, you might as well be damned by being your damn self. That's all I can say. So he's selfish. Right. Yes, deal with it. Until he's not here, deal with it. This bullshit, bro. This man literally saved us a point. He was the best attacker in the first half, best attacker in the second half. Everybody, I mean, going forward.
I thought Sancho was the best.
Yeah, but Sancho wasn't shooting, bro. He was. It's okay. It's okay to be a threat going forward, but what's the point if when you get there, you're not going to shoot?
No, but like there's different elements to playing of threat. You could be a threat through playmaking. You could be a threat through like goal threat.
Yeah, I understand, but there's a difference between being a threat and actually killing something. You get what I'm saying? So you could be a threat all game if it amounts to nothing. You get what you get? Understand what I'm
saying? I hear it. It's just that argument watching both players.
He's always doing this. Nani's always taking 4 shots a game.
Let this man take the shots, bro. At this point,
bro, the last time he scored was against Wolves, and look how far back Wolves was. You get what I'm saying?
And the last time he scored was saving our asses. So I'm taking it. Listen,
that's where it comes down to like I'm not expecting us competing for titles, so I kind of expect those ups and downs, and I think Nani's a great example of that one. Like I see what we're trying to do with him. I think the decision making he just needs to iron that out a little bit, but I mean that's about it. Most games I see him, he's asking questions of his fullback. He's constantly driving at them and trying to create something, be it for himself or for somebody else.
I don't think.
In all seriousness, hold on. In all seriousness, though, he needs to keep up the performances in terms of driving to his fullback, but his decision making has to improve. All I'm saying is, social media wise, through all my bullshit just now, but social media wise, bro, just embrace it. Because
I understand it. First off, I was seeing him getting roasted on the timeline. I was thinking it wasn't that bad.
Exactly, it wasn't that bad, bro.
I think people are going too far in the timeline, but beating your man, like it's not the difficult thing. The difficult thing is the end product afterwards, and that's what Nani has to work on. What Nani really has to work on.
Yeah, because, but we all see that.
What, he's at 23 now, though, and you know when you get to around that age, it's not that big of a gap that you're jumping.
Hold on.
Are you hearing this? Do you know how young 23 is in football? Don't let these anomalies fool you, bro.
But trust me, though, like when a player's around 23, that's when that's kind of the player they are. Like you get what I'm saying? Like, they might refine themselves a little bit more, but that's around
No, bro. Don't let these anomalies fool you. Go back and look at the history of football. Maturity in football doesn't come until age 25, 26, 27. Don't let these anomalies fool you.
We ain't got time for that.
And that's fine. Understand what I'm trying to say. And I'll repeat it again. Understand what I'm trying to say. Everybody is saying he's going to get sold next summer. Everybody's having a problem with this, that, and the third. Cool. All I'm saying is
I'll be there.
Whatever we can get out of him, let's take it. If Mariska trusts him, there must be for a reason. You're not a coach. I'm not a coach. Right? If this man is getting sold next summer, why are we getting so fussed if he shoots? Right?
I hear it.
I'll say this. Mariska obviously likes him, right? That's one part that we can see. He obviously likes the guy. He likes the attributes that he brings, because even when he's shooting and stuff, you don't see a frustration on the bench from him. You don't see him doing this, like, why is he doing this? And he was excited after he finally scored. So I don't see it. I see it as a case of, listen, Nani, this is your chance. Like, this window of this year is basically his chance to kind of prove I deserve to be in this team and be a key player. Because after this, You have guys like Popo Jean coming in. It might be difficult. You might not get the chance. So you got to prove it now.
Hey, there's a Brazilian. There's a Brazilian he's looking at that chain,
But
man.
here's the
He's
problem
waiting.
with that.
He's
That's what I'm
waiting
saying.
to
So
pounce.
I can understand
with
him wanting to
Brazilian.
do a little bit more and just like, yo, I gotta really.
Here's the problem with the
Estevao.
Brazilian. Here's the problem.
Estevao.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Estevao.
Do you expect? What are your expectations from a 17-year-old Brazilian kid? No, realistic expectation from a 17-year-old Brazilian kid walking into the Premier League. Are you expecting him to come in and set the world alight?
I'll answer that,
Go
Jerome.
on.
The realistic expectations, all this hype people are given for Estevao and Paez, they're going to come in and struggle for 2 years. Let's just be
Thank
real.
you, sir. Don't expect
You know
2 years.
how
Don't
long?
expect 2 years. But I expect there should be an adaptation period.
I expect one to go on loan.
I think it's going to be 2 years. They're going to really struggle. Look how long it took Vinny. Well,
But the thing is, I think they're both more, as footballers, I think they're more talented than Vinny, though. So I don't think they're going to have the same struggle.
But talent don't mean not if you're not physical enough. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I hear that. But Vinny's problem.
Real shit.
Hold on.
Real
My
shit.
point is, like, I don't care what their talent is. Let's not be stupid and act as if that they're not going to take time to struggle. Neymar went to Barcelona and it took him a year to adapt.
And Spain is a less physical league than the Premier League. So imagine that.
It's going to take them time. And the way this fan base is, the way this fan base is hyping them up to be generational talents, you guys are going to kill them if you don't give them a chance.
Yeah, so that's why that's
I agree.
As much as I want them in the team, I also want players ahead of them performing well, so that we can give them that year. We can give them the 2 years. We can give them the 3 years. So being inconsistent and having a good game against Southampton and a bad game against Fulham and being able to come out of the team and relax for a couple of years, so they develop not just like in terms of their ability, but their physical side. Because I look at Estevao, the way he is now at 17, if he comes into this league, he's gonna get clamped. He's too light.
One body check, and that's it.
I ain't gonna lie, I hear it, but I did remember when Neymar was coming to Europe, and he was a lot skinnier. He looked like he had never eaten.
Exactly.
Now here's one thing though, is that they, at least in the Brazilian league, they deal with a lot of like physicality. If you guys have actually watched those games, it's there's a lot going on there, right? My opinion is just that with any of these guys, with any of these guys, they have to play, right? Like you mentioned Vinny, right? Vinny's first year, he played maybe less than 20 games. After that, he was playing a lot of games. Right now, he wasn't playing to the level that he's playing now, but he was playing a lot of games. So if you determine this guy is this talented, once you determine that this guy is this talented, you have to give him a good set of games for him to play. So and that might mean loaning him out. You know what I mean? Because they're thinking about this.
Daniel,
I didn't say
No. So here's my argument regarding this.
I didn't say don't give him games. Hold on, Jerome. My point is, it's not about not giving him games. He's going to play, obviously. My point is that, like, let's not pretend that he won't go through a bit of an adaptation period. And I think we should also have players ahead of him, so we don't have to overly rely on him. And we don't just destroy it.
I agree with that.
If we have an actual generational talent, let's treat him properly. Let's not overplay him like Barca have done with Lamau. Don't need to.
That'll be the case anyway. We've got too many forwards for him to walk into the team anyway.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, even Neto currently isn't even starting, right? So it's like I'm not even saying he's going to come in and he's going to start or anything like that. That's not going to happen. But he needs to, for us to get what we want to get out of him, he needs to play a lot. Where what Mudryk was, what we tried to do with Mudryk for a couple of years, that he was just.
Yeah.
So here's the issue with that, right? When Mudryk came in, he was supposed to be some form of talent, that Ballon d'Or level of winning material, but we relied on him immediately, which shouldn't have been the case, right? When Estevao comes in, I just use his physical attribute as an example, but basically what I'm saying is he needs to go through an adaptation period. New country, new league, new style of play, new tactics, new manager, all of that. Unless he's some wizard IQ wise and he can understand whatever language Maresca is going to speak to him in, there's going to be some time to adapt. So I don't want to repeat the same errors that we did with Mudryk to Esteval, if that's the case. So have him have that senior person ahead of him. And remember,
You're
Esteval
not
can
in the
play.
same bracket, bro. I'm sorry, brother. I
Don't
can
say
let you
as
do
well,
that.
Mudryk didn't even
put-
get given regular opportunities for the longest when he was
Wait.
there.
What did you take from? I wasn't finished.
In the same
What did you take from my? From my? Because I think my point went over your head.
I got your point. I was just saying to that point that we didn't make a mistake with Mudryk. Mudryk is just not good enough. There wasn't a mistake made there.
Okay. But basically, you get what I'm trying to say, right?
I
Don't
get what you're trying to say.
rely on this guy immediately because it's gonna cause more bad than
Yeah,
good.
but I'll be so honest. When it comes to these guys coming in, they're not even in my consideration. Considering, like we've already mentioned, and I've mentioned before, we got a £60 million winger that was meant to be a starter that's currently not a starter right now. And I think he will be, but we need to worry about him playing and getting up to speed and being an actual, like, a regular contributor to this team before we start talking about either of these two. Like, we've got other guys in our team who, as of yet, aren't contributing in a meaningful way yet, or in a way that we expect them to. And so, like, I'm more focused on them in this season before I even consider where Esteval fits and where Paez fits and where they're going to play and this, that, and the other, who's leaving and whatever. Because like, if we're having a conversation of who leaves right now out of the right wingers, I'm being so honest, it's the guy we just bought. So, like,
shit, that I hear that. That's
the
thing. Like, I don't expect either. Like, they said both of them are going straight into the first team. I'm thinking, where,
bro? Honestly,
where? Like, Strasbourg makes sense for one of them. Send them over there. Let them like just bulk up and like get the idea of European football.
My first team, I think they mean squad. My first team, I think they mean squad.
Yeah, but even
I
then, like,
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind it.
You can quietly get it this season because you just throw them to the Conference League. Like next season, we expect to be back in the Champions League.
Honestly, I see Mudryk leaving and Neto doing a job at backup right wing and maybe starting backup left wing and maybe starting right wing and rotate with Madueke and Esteval comes in and that frees up a spot. I don't.
Listen, here's how you free up a spot, man. You saw Mudryk, bro. When you saw Mudryk, the spot is open.
I just said that.
I was gonna say if that's the thing,
loan him out, raise the value.
I think if we're being,
just get rid of Mudryk.
I think if we're being completely honest, like the two that leave, if both of them do come into our squad, the two that leave are Madueke and Mudryk. I don't think anyone is going to.
Yeah.
But like right now, if that is what's going to happen, then number one, you need to raise Mudryk's value a little bit, which means you need to give him a few more games on the Conference League, and he needs to have performances off the bench like he did today. And number two is Neto then needs to be starting ahead of Madueke because otherwise that's an issue for me.
Yeah, because you have to grandfather him into that starting spot. But then here's the biggest thing to that. Neto is injury prone. So what happens if he starts next season and goes down for months? Then we're relying solely on Esteval.
I'll be real. If that happens, it depends on how long he's out for. But if that happens, then I think there's a few. I think we'll have enough with Palmer there.
on the right, like there's enough.
Or if Esteval is good as we think he is, then he should be able to come in and contribute. Again, I'm not saying he needs to come in and be the best player, but I'm saying if everyone else around him is performing at that point when Neto gets injured in this hypothetical, then Esteval coming in shouldn't be a problem in that point. If he's as good as we think.
Because the rest of the team can somewhat cover up for some of his lack of performances. I hear what you're saying.
I think the nervousness with Popoajan is that I think for a lot of other players that we've seen are like scout, and we say, yo, this guy's actually really, really, really talented, right? We just don't want to miss it out because what he's doing in the Brazilian league is akin to what Vini was doing and Rodrigo and Neymar. Like he's putting up crazy numbers, right? He's not just like, oh yeah, he's good, but he'll build up the numbers. No, he's doing it like at this point, and everyone who does it in that way usually becomes like a star player, right? It's like I haven't seen maybe like Gabigol, right? When Gabriel
Barbosa,
yeah, he's probably the only one who was like killing it in the league and like came and didn't do anything. Victor Roque was scoring 5 goals in 45 games. He wasn't doing this. Like what he's doing is a sign of a player of that level. Let me just say that. So that's why I think there's maybe like an eagerness, if you will, from Chelsea fans to like build a like spot for him and say, yo, he has the right spot or he has this spot. It's gonna take time, but the signs are saying this one is one of the special ones. That's what the signs are saying.
I know.
You
I
just
just
gotta
for
nurture
me,
him the right way.
I'm just like, if this guy is actually supposed to be quote unquote generational, he's supposed to be special. I just want us to actually treat him properly because we've bought big names and big talents before, and it hasn't always worked out as it should have because we haven't treated them in the right way or we haven't built around them properly. So
Yeah,
there's definitely a plan for Esteval though, because the way they've been speaking about him, like there's clearly a plan to try and get the best out of him. That's part of the reason why we're not bringing him into the team until 2025, for example. So I think the bigger question is just, again, who ends up being dropped over them two in the future. And that's all very speculative depending on how the players develop.
And it's also depending on the format.
Looks like Mudryk will be one of them. But yeah.
It depends on the form of the players at that point. You never know what form could bring. Maybe Mudryk could make a spectacular comeback. We'll never know. Seems highly unlikely, but
he's quietly got a bit better the last game or two. Who knows? Who knows? I just ain't putting money on it. Like, you go show me that, because like we've waited long enough. We waited fucking long enough. But at least he had a decent cameo today. Very unlucky not to leave with an assist. Part of the game, I guess. And again, would have been nice to have the substitutions a little bit earlier. That was my only real gripe with Maresca. Subs could have been 5-10 minutes earlier, and like maybe we would have had a bit more time to try and get some more chances to steal something. Ultimately, didn't come down to that. Is what it is.
Yeah, that I can agree on. Whoever is saying, "Yo, this proves that we're not this and we're not good enough," you're just yapping. Like that's not true. This doesn't prove shit.
Bro, I saw someone tweet, "This is why Chelsea aren't in the title race." Like, who said title race?
Bro, that was
you and our fan base now.
Bro, I was about to comment. CB, is that you?
No. But Lewis, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Because I think this sort of like result, maybe we needed this in a way, because the last week Chelsea fans moving mad about title races and that we can compete and we can win the league. This result brings us back down and shows that like we're not ready for this title race. We're not ready this season. That's okay. It shouldn't be a bad thing that we're not going to compete this season. Like, people should just chill and relax and realize where we are and where we're trying to get to.
I don't even think like our fans needed this. I just anticipated it because I were never going to be that consistent anyway.
No,
Scott,
Lewis, I think we did. We needed from people who were getting gassed, they needed a culture shock to realize where we actually are. Because this outrage is only coming from people because they thought we were in a title race. I'm not like angry about this result. I don't think this is actually that bad because I know where we are. You know, this is the same Forest side that beat Liverpool at Anfield, where most teams struggle to go to, and yet we were able to. You know, we only got a point because of a world class performance from their goalkeeper. On another day, we win this game. I'm not angry.
Yeah, look at it this way. It's still some form of consistency, as in not losing and scoring and actually picking up points, versus last season where we would just lose, not pick up any point. Yes, it's frustrating how the game ended, but in the overall picture, it's not a loss. We're still going to into the Liverpool game in a positive result, with a positive result. So I'm not taking any negatives from this at all, if I'm being honest. Compared to where we were the last 2 years, nah, bro.
Yeah, big up.
Big up, bro.
I think there are some negatives to take in terms of like certain players and performances, but like in terms of this team across the whole season, there's no there's no negatives to be taken, and like equally, this whole thing of title race is dumb. Like we're 7 games into a season,
right?
Yeah.
That's
fucking stupid. And
we're 3 points off. Like we're not. It's not like we're now
4 points. It's 4 points, but even,
okay. I mean 4 points. Like it's not
even so. Like, but like, I need people to understand where's this title talk come from. Like this, we're talking about titles. There are people in this fan base talking about titles when we've got a manager who has never managed in the top flight of English football. He has only ever had 1 season in the top flight of European football and got sacked.
Italy, Parma,
we have got a squad full of players that are completely, or half of them are new. Most of them are playing a system they've never played before. We just came off a season last season where we had multiple injuries, people coming back from injuries, trying to get back into the swing of things, and we finished, 7th?
Yeah.
Season before that,
A
we
lot
finished
of it
12th.
is that fans are just like, we've been down
It's
for so
projecting,
long.
huh?
Once they
Yeah.
look at a good team and say, "Yo, we have a good team
Want
now,"
us to
they want
win.
to banter. They want to be in the conversation again, like
No,
Liverpool
Daniel,
and
it's not
Arsenal.
that.
All they're
Starving for
drinking the
So they want to
Kool-Aid from
rush
the
it. They
media.
want
No, Daniel.
no. Trust me. It's like,
Flop over us the whole time.
I
at
don't.
least on
That,
Twitter,
no,
I see Chelsea fans pushing, like they just want us to be in that conversation right now,
Daniel,
so they
it's
can
not
banter fans.
I'll
And,
be real. I want to be in that conversation. I think
Daniel,
our
it's
squad's
not
more
just
than
that,
good
though.
enough.
It's a
I
lot
get
of.
you, but
I think
Daniel,
our
hold
squad's
on.
better than
they're not
Arsenal.
ready. They're not ready.
Hold on, Daniel. It's a lot of the. It's a lot
Yeah.
of
Our
like.
squad is better than
Too
Arsenal
many
on paper.
question marks for defense and
Wait,
the
hold on.
goalkeeper.
It's a lot of the media and all these like negativity Chelsea fans who are trying to push this narrative because they know once we fall, they can now start twisting it on the owners and how bad that we're being. And all these gullible Chelsea fans are falling for it, or how we're great. We're now title challengers when a month ago we were apparently the worst ran club in England. Well, that's why I'm not worried, because before this game we weren't in a title race, and after this game we're not. We're not in a crisis. We're the same.
Bro, if someone
Yeah.
offered me top 4 at the start of the season at this position, I'm taking it anyway.
Exactly.
Like, it's not
Yeah,
even being that
but
bad.
guys, I think there are like two parts to this, right? At least what I'm looking at, which I agree with him and with whoever said we should be in this conversation. But in this way, right, it's that at the end of the season, I want top 4, however way you get it. But I want to be able to look at my team and players like I did that 12-13 team and say, "Yo, this is good enough to actually challenge." Because in that year, we were just third. We won the Europa League. We had a whole bunch of young guys and all this. And the only other guy that came in that Jose signed was like Dembele, I think. It was either Dembele or was like Eto that he brought in, and then he got matches in like I think it was in January window in that year. So like we were ready. The team was good enough. That's all I'm looking for. Whether you finish on 75 or 80 points, end of the season, I just want to see that the team is good enough, and we made top 4.
You want to see progression.
Title
That's
charge
all we need.
is a little too much. Like people are doing too much with that. Like you just
Yeah.
slow down, calm down. We're gonna get there, but it's just not this year. It's not even close.
A title charge for next year, I can hear it because
Yeah.
I want Maresca to complete the year
Next year,
finishing complete this year finishing top 4. So in the summer he can adjust his tactics and sign who he needs to sign and address all the issues and all the everything that went bad from this season for next year, and then make a stronger push. So reach to a level, and then after that, adjust what you need to adjust to get to that next level, which should be that title race, But this year, just focus on the team, get everybody to know your structure, build it to the level that it needs to be, to then push on from then. Otherwise, from that, anything outside of top 4 for me is a bonus.
We'll all know
Who's
when
that
our
trophy?
team's ready to go for a league title. It's like Liverpool 17-18, for example. They weren't there in the first half of the season. Then they got Alisson, Van Dijk, and then they clocked. The next year, we got enough to go for it because now our defense is solid.
I'll say, the thing is, they realized that the season before, because the season before was the season that they were kind of having our season at the moment, where like they were beating teams like 4-2, 4-3, like they were just outscoring teams. But the problem is when they'd come up against the City, they couldn't do that because it was City. So it's like they then realized, okay, we've got the attacking pieces to win the league. We literally just need like a centre back and goalkeeper, or we just need something in defence to make us better, and then we challenge.
Yeah,
or then we can win. Sorry.
And to build on your point, they realized all of that once they reached to us. Once they got to certain levels of competition, like the Champions League, the higher stages in the Champions League, the later stages in the league, they realized, oh crap, our goalkeeper is complete shit. We need to swap him out. I think it was, what's his name at the time? I don't remember his name, but yeah.
It's Kelleher, I think.
No, Mignolet was before they got Alisson.
Both of them just wasn't Karius. Yes, that him. He was, bro. That man was a walking nightmare, bro. And then they needed that, and then they needed that centre back, and then they needed that centre back. But that came after the season was done. They addressed that, and then they won the Champions League. I think the next year, and then the year after that,
because like they got the biggest slap to reality in that final. They're like, yep, Karius ain't it. We've learned now.
Yeah. So do you think we need that sort of slap this season for like Maresca to realize certain players aren't it. Make that jump.
Nah, not even because I think he's learned things as the season's gone through. Like he's tried the sassy right back, that didn't work. Mudryk ended up getting dropped after like 2 games.
Also, as well, our recruitment team is so good as well. If they have any doubts about any player, they will fix it themselves anyway. They'd be like to Maresca, like, yo, like, we think we need to improve there. And then if Maresca agrees with them, then they're gonna go do it. So I don't know. I think we'll be all right.
The only thing I see Maresca asking for right now is a 6, based on some of his comments. If that's what he genuinely wants, I say give it to him in the summer transfer window. You know,
I'm not gonna
the
lie,
only issue with that is we have a bunch of players in the midfield position.
Yeah, that's what
my big issue is
we got a 6 on loan, man. I'm not buying a 6.
I'll be real. Not even that. Danny. We've got a 6. We got 6 on the bench today. Like I'm
I was talking about Santos.
Why don't we?
Here's the thing. I see Santos more of that.
No, but like even I agree with you about Santos, but like we've got one even closer to home than Santos. So like this whole 6 thing is like you've got one
and another one at Southampton.
Yeah, we still got nkunku anyway.
What are we saying about Pogba?
And my thing is like if we're gonna go and get someone that's gonna be better and gonna give you more physicality, who are you getting?
It ain't that many options out there anyway.
What you man saying about Pogba?
There's options out there.
He's physical, but then he's someone that can.
Pogba in the 6.
Caicedo.
Yeah, Pogba. His biggest problem was United kept playing him in the 6.
No, but it wouldn't be like him as a out and out 6. It'll be a double pivot, innit? Caicedo will be more the holding man.
Nah, Pogba's got
that's
one.
what we need though. We need an out and out.
He ain't playing anywhere that isn't playing him in his best position.
Yeah,
it'll be more.
Man struggled enough.
Box for box.
Pogba is very physical, but I see more of a creative player, in my opinion.
It's
possible.
Awash, DM me, bro. Sorry, I missed your previous super chats, but DM me, bro.
You can also take them long shots as well, though. That's what we need.
Oh, he's a long shot taker, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll take Pogba.
I also see some many gone either Real Madrid or Man City.
In past times, I would have liked Ruben Neves, but he's not physical enough.
Neves in the Saudi League.
I mean, what are you? We're gonna buy Pogba.
I think Neves could be, but like it's just whether he's going to leave Saudi. Like, and the thing is, Pogba is like, I'd take Pogba as a player.
Yeah,
obviously he's going to be not had a lot of football, but it's just like it defeats the purpose of what we actually need.
Exactly. Like
and that's just adding a
where
luxury
do we
piece
fit
at that
him?
point.
Like what? Yeah, like you don't. I think you do that if you're a team like a Real Madrid, where it's like let's just add another weapon that we can bring off the bench, or we can play in these games and that because we're going for a league. For us right now, I don't think there's a need for that.
Hey, given the problems that Real Madrid is having, Pogba is not a bad shot for him. You know, they don't have Cruz no more. Think about it.
Those Enzo links that everyone's trying to pull apart.
Free agent.
Enzo in La Liga though would go crazy. I can't lie.
You can find out when in his own time. Not right now. He spent too much on him to just whip him off like that.
Yeah, he needs to prove something here.
Yeah, man just has to pattern up.
You know, my thoughts on Enzo. I don't have a problem with it. He gives me. I don't know what to say. I just want more from him, if that makes sense. Like
a bit more impact.
Something.
Yeah, definitely.
Give us a game that we know you're there. Give us a game that we can say definitively that's Enzo.
Because I'll come out a lot of games. I think Caicedo fucking bossed it. Don't really say the same about that with Enzo.
To be fair, I think Enzo was very good against.
That was Enzo last
against Brighton. I was impressed with Enzo.
Oh yeah, Brighton West Ham he was good. I mean, like over the long term and everything. Not really.
Would people be upset with saying Enzo might be one of like the old school guys where he's not going to get good till he's 27, 28, bro. Like to me, he looks like he reminds me of, and people like when I say people think I'm trolling. He reminds me of Xavi. Xavi wasn't starting until he was 26. He just wasn't, right? Like it took him time to get the kind of experience and playing in those games and being around a world-class team for a while, and then he stepped up and he was the guy. But you know, he wasn't the guy at 23, 24. He was on the bench.
Yeah,
so I wouldn't sell Enzo, but I don't think he should start.
The game you mentioned,
I'm not gonna lie.
I will say,
in the Premier League, Enzo can too. If Jorginho can ball out in the Premier League, so can Enzo. He doesn't need to wait till he's
Jorginho's
26,
IQ
bro.
is a different level to Enzo's right now.
I mean, Enzo's got the IQ.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
His
So which
IQ is
And they're
different.
both two different types of players as well.
Because Jorginho has no physicality, but I never saw him lose the ball in like a first phase. Like
Also,
Jorginho, he knows how to
also with
control the
Jorginho-
tempo.
Also, with Jorginho, when did we truly see the best out of him? His peak.
When he played with Conte.
You put him right beside
Yeah.
Conte.
Sarri and
when
Tuchel.
When you gave him a limited defensive responsibility.
Lampard didn't like him.
Yeah, Lampard's a bozo. No one cares
I don't like footballers. That's just what it is.
Sorry, I walked right into that one.
The performances I'm looking from Enzo, I'm talking like, you know, those performances where you can definitively point to someone and say that was your game. Even the other day when Caicedo balled out, and everyone was like, okay, Caicedo has to win man of the match. I haven't seen a game like that from Enzo yet.
Yep.
And
I would say I agree
with
what Daniel said. I can kind of see that, and I'm okay with that, depending on one thing, and that's that, like, as long as he doesn't have games like he did today, where it's like I can accept you maybe taking a little bit longer to get to your peak, as long as you can show a base level of, like, you don't have to be spectacular. I just have to, like, you just have to not be shit. Like, you have to not be a detriment to the team. And like today, for example, he offered nothing outside of the first half defensive. I thought he was decent, but in second half especially offered nothing in either half of football or even half of the pitch.
Touch was moving baggy as well.
Given the context of how the game went out, do you think, looking back at it now, Lavia would have gave us something different or something more?
Oh yeah, I'll be real. In the second half, I was begging for Lavia on for Caicedo because I thought he was shocking today as well, by the way. And I was wanting Felix on for Enzo.
Okay.
What I wanted was Caicedo to go like right back in that inverted thing, and then see Lavia
done that as well, but
as well. Like,
No lie, I mean, the minute they got
maybe
that red
because
card,
Gusto
he
just
made
don't
those
seem that
changes,
comfortable in that role.
Yeah, man. Honestly,
He should have made them changes early, bro. The minute it was down to 10, bro, Felix, Mudryk, bring all these guys on. Feel like he left the subs a bit too late for me.
Yeah, you can stick up.
I don't know. There was some people talking about him like trying to keep momentum after the goal, which I could understand, but it was like 15, 20
That's what I
minutes
thought
after
as
the
well.
goal that our first sub came through. Could have seen something at least around like the late 60s, early 70s in that game. I think our first sub came in I had it earlier. What was it?
78 minutes or something like that.
It was like
81st minute.
78th.
81st.
83rd. Fucking hell.
81st was our first sub.
Yeah.
And that was a whole like 23-4 minutes after the goal.
Yo, and Cucurella needs to invert, not Gusto, bro. Cucurella gives us something so much different. Gusto just can't play that role.
Cucurella inverting.
Yeah, but
game.
he was up with Cucurella at least because he was really good.
Yeah, he was.
Anytime he was one-on-one with Hudson-Odoi, clamp. Won the ball. Easily. And I know it is Hudson-Odoi and he's on his weaker side and everything, but he still did his job well. Still did his job.
Yeah,
I believe this fan base wanted to sell Cucurella and keep Chilwell.
Oh,
That
I
was
can.
Poch, bro. That was
It's the
Poch.
same fan base that saw Mountain Havertz fucking miss 50 chances a game and blame Jorginho for moving the ball too slowly.
Jeez, I'm afraid.
I swear,
Bro, this is the same fan base that criticized Werner in his first season, and when we bought Lukaku, defended Werner to slander Lukaku. They're a messed up fan base, man.
And then the same fan base that didn't want Poch in the first place because he's Spurs, and then he come fuck up our season, and now all of a sudden they simp for him.
They want him back.
Crazy.
I'm
fan
not
base.
even mad. I'm disappointed in the result, bro. Just Nkunku should have just scored that and just kept this shit going.
Now,
Nkunku's chance was, I think, much more clear cut than everybody else's. He should have just went across the goalkeeper, back to where the ball came from.
Yeah, back to where the goalkeeper
need to guide it into the
goal.
He should have just went right back that direction, bro.
And that goal would have been sick though. That flight header, bro. Damn. I think Palmer should have scored.
Yeah.
Which one? The double chance? Nah, that was just insane.
Nah,
goalkeeper.
the first one he had,
goalkeeper.
I couldn't believe it didn't go in. I thought that shit went in. I started celebrating.
Me too, bro. 9 times out of 10, Palmer's taking at least one of those chances.
It's a standard mid-table goalkeeper turning into Neuer every time it happens at the fucking bridge.
Yeah, but like again, even with our performance and everything this game and all the stuff to look at, like on a different day, this game ends 2-1, 3-1, and all this negatives we're not talking about.
Yeah, that's why I'm not too worried about it.
Comes down to one chance.
One of the main biggest thing that I take away from this, if I was injured, is that okay, I gotta make subs earlier if this happens again. That's one of the
Yo,
main
Lewis,
things.
when we did the prediction, I mentioned that shit. I said Forest about to pull up and do the same shit they just did to us.
Yeah, no, we all called it anyway. Like it's easy to tell. Like you look at the way Forest play, you look at the games that we've had in the past. They're good at set pieces. They're really tough to break down defensively and can do a job on you in transition. This is always going to be one of them sort of games. All it depended on was, can you get the win in spite of all of that? It ain't going to necessarily be the easiest game to watch, but can you get your chances when you do it or not? And we didn't. That's what it comes down to. Like we didn't take our chances enough, especially at the end. First half, I think we were just a bit disjointed in the final third, overdid things a little bit too much. Second half, I rate the mentality going after going 1 goal down, because usually we don't react well to that. It's another sign of where we've improved over the last year.
Yeah, we lost it.
Yeah, and like, if anything, we're more likely to concede a second. It's just after that, keeper turns into fucking Neuer, and then Felix and Nkunku waste good chances. That's just it.
Hey,
and even then, Nkunku, part of me thinks it's just a good save from the goalkeeper, if anything. Felix is the one I'm more annoyed about because he didn't even get on target.
Yeah, listen, I hope Maresca learns from this earlier, because we're going to face the same thing against Arsenal. Except against Arsenal, they're going to have set pieces to win the game. So,
oh yeah, them man are going to celebrate corners like goals, because there will be a goal. Oh boy. But who knows? By then, we might have a little more of an idea of how to handle those sorts of situations. It's just that's going to be the ultimate test.
Yeah.
Ultimate fucking test. Shout out to Our saying you're the Cole Palmer of YouTube, which is an honor, so big up to you. And also says Phil Vega is going to give Enzo a headache against Liverpool. Enzo Maresca, what, in terms of selection? Because I think like now it's a shoo-in he's going to start. No Cucurella, and he's our only other left-back option. If you mean he's going to give him a headache in terms of his performance in the future, good. These are the sorts of headaches that you want to have at Chelsea. So I hope we are in that sort of position.
Hey,
Might
Viega was a
mean
really good pickup as well,
Cucurella-
by the way.
Headaches
That
like
was
this.
a really good pickup.
Say again?
Viega, I think that was a really good buy. Like I was shitting on him when the first time. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Steal.
But again,
I saw
like,
the comps of him. I was moved instantly.
bro, I trust me, I don't watch comps because people
Yeah,
can
comps gonna
bullshit.
make him
They was sending me Mudryk comps. Since then, I'm done.
No, but even like the all
Nah,
action
but
comps and shit like that.
Listen, him coming in and playing his roles the way he's been doing it, like that's a really solid buy. Like that's a, you know what I mean? He's not as flashy as Gusto going forward, but to me, 20 million on him, 20 million on Gusto, those are great buys.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, like I think
Until
he's going to
every
be one of
club
our
would-
most important players in the Conference League run too. Now he's got the chance to make a name for himself in the Prem. So more power to him. Also, no one with sense has said title race. Ignore this tweet because point stands. No one with sense has ever said title race.
CB come
We are
outside.
nowhere near that.
CB come outside.
Oh yeah, shout out to CB as well, but no. Oh no,
bro,
no.
Lewis, after our 10th game this season, bro, I need to get on another stream at CB.
After the 10th game,
I told him 10 games in, and then we can talk about this title talk. Actually, no, I told him December.
so you want to wait till United away?
No, actually, I told him December, and we can have this title talk and see where we are.
Oh,
See when
December.
we get large about title.
Yeah, December, January. I hear it. If we get to that point, I won't even talk people down, even if I might be a bit more iffy about that situation.
Yeah,
now it's like 6-7 games. Fuck that. It's like saying Tottenham were in a title race at this point last season. And I wasn't saying that.
Even our next 4 games in the league.
Why is this Arsenal fan talking shit though?
I know, right?
He's an Arsenal fan.
Total title races.
He's not talking shit. He's right. We're not in the title.
He's implying that we're saying that
Oh,
we're
no.
in the title race.
Oh no, he's
not
also
us.
he's trying to rattle a bit. That's why.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. Yeah.
No, we didn't say that here.
Yeah, but who cares? We're both not winning the league this season. Who cares?
Yeah, facts.
That's facts.
It's going to be 3 title races in a row, 0 trophies to show for.
Do you think title challenging is better than not title challenging if we both don't win the league?
Big question.
Arteta better not let Maresca win a title before him. Spooky.
All I can say is Chelsea are winning a trophy this season. Arsenal aren't. That's all I can say.
Perfect. Well, that guy's disappeared anyway, so it's what it is. Bro, it wasn't just Enzo, it was Palmer, and to be honest, both of them were bad at corners. Both of their corners weren't good.
Couldn't even beat the first man.
It's just trying to become a Chelsea thing where we're just, in general, bad at delivering corners.
And yet we got that guy from Brentford who's supposed to be a set piece specialist, but
bro, again,
to be fair, like Bobby Road, that's not on him.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't judge him. There was meant to be some method of like getting all the players to run into the box just before the corner's taken, but the corner's shit.
The way we set up to defend corners is also weird. By the way,
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, having some of our shortest players, like man mark their tallest players is weird.
That would never make sense to me.
Kukurea was marking that tall centre back, Morata. I was like, what is he doing?
Oh, it was Milivojevic.
Asgusta, wasn't it? Oh.
I haven't been paying specific attention to the corner. Is it just a this game thing, or has it been like that since?
It's been like that.
I'm talking the quality of the corner.
I think it's a tactic of them trying to do zone and man marking, right? Leave your taller players to like guard the zone, and have the shorter guys like man marking, like throw them off. You're not competing with them, but I don't know if it's gonna work.
I'm doing it the other way around. I'm having my smaller players mark the space, and then my bigger man on the big man. That's how I would do it.
Yeah. I'm talking the quality of the corners coming in. Is it just at this game where we could chalk it up to say it's just one of those games, or the quality has been shit on average?
No, it's again, I've only noticed it on a few instances this season. I haven't analyzed all of our corners, but like seeing the likes of Kukurea on one of their tallest guys for set pieces for corners this season when we're defending corners is a bit crazy.
It is.
But I don't know. Maybe it's a tactical thing, and I haven't like realized it or looked into it, so I don't know. But it just looks really weird.
I mean, sometimes maybe it's just in the moment our player just picks up someone nearest to him, even though it's a mismatch. But yeah, you think it'd be instructed like, don't do that. Yeah. As Danish pointed out, like Doku marking someone like Gabriel, like that.
It's just weird because when we play Arsenal, like we need to like really study that game.
Of course.
They're growing up into that game because they're going to score from a corner.
100%. They got way better at corners now. Set pieces in general.
I mean, against Arsenal, you might as well bring Tosin in and play for fun as right back.
I think. Oh yeah.
Get some more height into that team.
I mean, it just depends.
Bring Vega and take Cucurella out as well. I know.
Yes, thank you. I was going to say that. I was going to say that.
Vega for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Physical presence. Yeah.
I hope Vega rises at Liverpool. I want him to have a really good game.
Yeah, I want him to have a good game against Liverpool as well.
Oh no, he will. Vega's a baller. He will.
Vega and Tosin, this your time to shine, boys.
To be fair, he don't look phased, doesn't he? When he
Tosin Colwell, I'm here for. I think they could handle it.
Yeah.
Wait, so
because like having a
who's missing for Liverpool?
Like Vega, Tosin,
Fofana and Cucurella.
Colwell and Fofana.
Why did Colwell come on?
Not Colwell.
Why did Colwell come on?
Injury.
Was it an injury?
Yeah, it was his thigh or something. Yeah, because he came to the touchline to like talk to Maresca, like, but while they were still mucking around with the whole free kick situation with James Ward-Prowse. So yeah, I think he felt something in his thigh and tried to play on, but maybe as a precaution, took him off.
Okay. Makes me think it was like tactical for corners or something.
Yeah.
Nah,
and the commentators were saying Noni came off of that injury as well. So I don't
Oh
know.
no, on a booking as well. Like that was meant to be one of the reasons too.
Yep.
Because you know Colwell, he's happy to go in for a scrap every now and then.
100%.
Yeah, so we might see Neto start against Liverpool depending on the injury to Noni.
Lone watch. Sheffield United have kept 6 consecutive clean sheets.
Nice. Pure profit for Gilchrist in a year. Let's go.
Yes, let's go, man.
Happy for him. Very happy for him.
My centre back. Let's go.
6 now.
Alfie Antichrist.
Fuck Gilchrist still.
I agree, but listen, I want pure profit, so let's go, Gilchrist.
Yeah, it's a long game.
How much will we get
It's a
for
long
him?
game.
He's English, so 25, 30.
Yeah, English tax.
I'd say.
Minimum. Or who knows? If Sheffield United go back up, just leave him there for another year.
That's a good shot.
Nah, because then they'll get relegated and he'll be part of it. I don't want that. Bro, I need money, bro.
That's also true.
Fair enough. Also, it's also 35. Yes, the 10th, innit? Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Well, by then I would have gone to Noah, so we'll see if we're actually jinxing the club or not. Figure that one out. Oh boy.
Lewis is going to be responsible for a Havertz massacre.
Fuck off. I'll raid the pitch before that happens.
With the corner flag in your hand, chasing him down.
It's like, fuck you, prick.
Yo, I got a question, bro. Against Liverpool, will you start Neto or you still play Madueke?
Still Noni. Still Noni. No reason to change it, in my opinion. If anything, I'll be interested to see how he matches up against Robertson.
That's the thing. We'll see how he came off the pitch, if it's not serious or not, because otherwise we might be forced into a change against him.
Oh yeah, like his foot or something, isn't it?
Yeah, he couldn't put his weight down on his left foot, so if it's that bad, then shit, I don't think he's going.
Who couldn't?
That was Madueke. He couldn't put his weight on his left foot, so if that's
he came off of that injury. He came off of that definite injury.
Yeah, but I think when the game ended, though, didn't he walk onto the pitch? Like, I believe so.
Yeah, he came onto the pitch.
He still didn't look right. That's the thing. Like in his face, like he sort of. But I could be wrong. We'll have to wait till the test come back and see if it's just like a general knock.
Against Liverpool, Sancho right wing, Jackson left wing. I hear it. Let's go. Jackson versus Trent, man. I'll be there.
I want to see Jackson up against Van Dijk again. Last time he went up against, we gave him hell. So I want to see him up against him again. And this time, I want in a big game, I want Merska to play his wingers because I really feel like Liverpool's fullback are there to be got at. You know, I want our wingers to run at them.
Yeah, Sancho will probably be up for it as well because the Liverpool fans will be onto him from first minute. You know, Trent will be caught out of position once or twice.
We got the players to change, like to be flexible, change our tactics off, especially against Liverpool. But as I said, we don't want to change too much. Got something going on right now, chemistry wise. But yeah, unless it's injuries that force him his hand to make changes. But yeah, should be real interesting.
I also, by the way, I know that ain't no Arsenal fan talking about when did you last win a trophy. That's crazy, bro. That is insane. In the time period it took you to win in the time period since your last trophy, we done this and we done this, bro. How about you try?
I'll be real. It depends if you count the Club World Cup as a trophy, because some people don't.
Yeah, I count it.
Yeah, I'm counting it.
Yeah, he got doesn't. So.
Got to win the
I'll keep a lookout, bro.
Of course, because you got to win the Champions League to get into that competition. So I hear why you say that.
Oh, he's probably one of them shameless Arsenal fans that were gassing up that shitty little McDonald's community shield.
Of course.
Bro,
charity shield.
Jams. We won the World Cup, right? And not literally like 30 minutes afterwards, Igal was on Twitter going on Wikipedia showing the Club World Cup is not a real trophy.
Oh, shameless fan base, man. Absolute clowns, man. They should have even been in the community shield anyway, man. I don't get why second place get in there. It should be Man United. At least they won a trophy.
Man United were in the
Was it United? Oh no, it should Liverpool. Sorry, Liverpool. They beat us in the Carabao Cup. So I meant to say.
What's this?
I'm saying the one, the Arsenal one, the one before the last one.
That's because City won the FA Cup as
That's
well.
what it was, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm saying the community. I mean, not the Carabao Cup. So at least that's a trophy. We're second place getting in there.
Yeah, but that Carabao Cup was won by United.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Should have been City United at least.
I agree, but because the Carabao Cup is the I don't know.
It's shit anyway.
So Noni cost us 4-5 different counter-attacking opportunities in the first half due to selfishness, poor decision making, but got you because he scored an attempt 17 after we'd already gone down. I think I saw. Yeah, this was because he dropped another mad tweet earlier. I think,
bro. The
no,
agenda is not agenda.
I don't think it is. It's not an agenda because I feel the same way about Noni. Like his, I'm not going to call it selfishness, but his decision making does need to improve because,
of course,
games like today, I know he scored his goal, right? Games like today, where if this game ends 0-0 or we lose 1-0, we're going to be criticizing all of our forwards, and Noni will be part of that criticism, and we'll be talking about the opportunities Noni made that he cost us due to bad decision making. It's fair to criticize Noni. Let's not pretend like we can't criticize him.
I can hear that, but when after every single game, even after a 3-0 loss, where Noni is a focal point, what do you think he's going to do for this after this game? That's the issue with most people that's looking at the game logically. It's never about the criticism because everybody and their dog knows he needs to improve on the decision making. That's there and set. But after every single game, no matter what the scoreline is, if everybody's going to find him as a focal point, at some point enough is enough. Man, literally got us a point.
I agree with you. I agree with you, but Jackson goes through the same thing. And it's because of that's why they get overly criticized by this family.
You broke up. I didn't hear you properly.
I didn't break up. I just purposely didn't say the word. I didn't break up. I agree Noni and Jackson get overly criticized, but it's because of we know the word.
But that's not act as well.
It's because of their color.
Doesn't matter.
It's because of their color. So.
Thank you.
Nah, but Noni's also had an extended period where his decision making has been off, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
I agree, but I think people also go over that. I agree with the criticism on Noni, by the way. I'm not his biggest fan, but people do go over the top with him.
Yep.
Yes.
Like even after a 3-0 loss, everything on Twitter is just Noni shit. Noni says, I'm like, bro, we just won 3-0. We just picked up another away win and a clean sheet. Like what? This is what you take away from the game? Like it's nonsensical at this point.
I just want Noni to brush up on decision making because in certain games when we're not free flowing like today, it could cost us. However, Noni scored a goal, so like all my criticism, I can't really be too vocal with it because he got us back into the game. So it is what it is. I think Noni will improve. By the way, whether we'll end up selling him or not, we'll see. But
yeah, he will improve. He will improve.
Yeah.
Me too. I think he just needs a little bit more patience with the fan base because he's been given a lot of faith, and it's just about finding your consistent level. And I guess that'll come in a matter of time. I guess
this fan base doesn't give time. That's why I told people about Esteval and Paez. Like these guys are kids. Like you can't abuse them like you guys do Jackson and Madueke.
You know, I'm seeing people giving up on Paez already.
Estevan and Paez, like they're not just gonna walk straight into the team like that, bro.
I know. I didn't say
there's people doubting Paez already.
Bro, I didn't say they're walking straight into the team, but we know what
I'm not saying you, bro. I've just heard people like talk about Esteval and Paez coming to the team, and Noni's gonna get sold. I'm like, bro, they're going to need a period of time where they have to like just get accustomed to the team and just understand what the fuck is going on, even in the country. Like you're selling Noni before these guys are even embedded in the team. It makes no sense.
In a word, it just comes from reputation, don't it? Obviously, what Esteval's doing in Brazil, what Paez doing in his country, Ecuador,
and because
like that's
people
why
have
people
high
talk like this.
expectations of Esteval and Paez, this fan base will turn on them even quicker.
Yep.
And
I feel like we got scammed, like Mudryk and all that.
You know what this fan base
Savić.
is like. They will turn.
But like that's up to Merska, isn't it? He'll see him in training and whatnot if he thinks that they're good enough, be on the bench, make the bench at least, or if get minutes and whatnot. Then that just
And
shows how talented they
I'm
really
not
are.
saying they're not talented or whatever. I don't
I know
care
what you mean.
necessarily about their talents. I just, regardless of what they are, I know what this fan base is like.
Yeah, I'm not with you on that.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not only our fan base; other fan base are gassing them up to be the level that generational talent. If they come and they don't hit the ground running, we're the first to rip them a new one, and that's the danger.
I've had people, I've had people in my chat saying that they think Paez is gonna flop already. He hasn't even flipping put on a Chelsea training kit. It's crazy. It's
Look at
nuts,
these.
man.
Yeah. That's part of the reason why Noni's getting it as well, because obviously most people want Neto to start ahead of him, so they kind of already sort of put the pressure on him.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to see how Neto just like when you start Neto, Palmer, Sancho, and Jackson. I just want to see how that four kind of like just play together. That's my only thing.
Yeah, I
And
just want
when
starting, man.
you consider Madueke, like decision making has been a bit off recently, so I just want to see somebody else get a chance. Like we've seen is Neto in the Conference League and cup games. Like you want to see what Neto can do. And today he came in and he almost created that chance for a goal as well.
The crossing,
So it's not like you're losing that much quality between both of them. Like they both give you the same thing anyway. Direct, create. Maybe arguably Neto is more of a creator than Noni anyway.
Especially that cross to Felix. The man can cross.
Yeah, and that's where balance comes in, because Neto hasn't been given enough important games, quote unquote, to make his impact. So you can say he's definitely a guy or he's not definitely a guy, So that a part of me, while I'm a huge Noni fan, I really want to see Neto get a run at games.
Also, how I don't know how like completely fit Neto is as well. That's why. That's my assumption as to why he also hasn't been starting games. No, because we know how injury prone he is. So I think Maresca is just treating him with care.
And that makes sense. I'm here for it.
Maybe
Neto will get his run. Like we have a big squad. Everyone will get their chance so long as they prove it.
Yeah. If Noni gets injured, because I'm fair with it may be a blessing in disguise. Maybe time for Neto to come in, pull up trees, and then if Noni wants to come back in the squad, he has to play out of his skin, which will give us improvement on both front for both.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather keep both of them fit. Like I don't even want Noni to be injured, bro. I'd rather if you said to me Madueke injured for Neto to play, or they're both fit and Madueke plays, bro, give me both. Like that's another option. I don't want losing on the right flank. You know what I mean? So shit, we'll see.
Hey, we've been crying out for competition like some years, huh?
That's crazy.
Hey, maybe. For now, we'll have the Conference League and everything. We'll figure him out from there. I'll be sorry.
I mean, he's another one now. He's playing his well, obviously getting conference minutes, but like we thought he was going to get sold. But now, look, obviously, Maresca's found a place for him in the team.
Guys, you see the way McTominay is performing. You see the way McTominay is performing at Napoli, scoring these goals. Cassidy was supposed to be doing that, man.
Question: is he a 6 or an 8?
Yeah. He's not 6. No way. He's not 6.
He's not 6.
You don't want him the deepest midfielder.
I think he's an 8 that can play as a 6.
Because the way I see him playing in the Conference League,
barrel teams.
He's nowhere near a 6. He's a goal. He's a goal scorer.
He's goal scorer.
He's in that. Yeah, he's in that Scott McTominay kind of mode.
Guys, you know the assumption everyone makes of Frank Lampard that all he does is score goals and he can't do anything else. That's actually what Cassidy is. He's a goal scorer, but mainly that's about it. He's not like
Cassidy's tidy, bro. He's decent. Like I'm not as big as that, but he's tidy.
That's why I asked if he was a 6, because in the Conference League game, if every time you watch the first phase, he was clean with it. He kept the play ticking over, didn't do too much, play proper passes.
Backwards and sideways though.
True.
Nah, he got the job done. He got the job done, but for me, it's
He
not
did
enough.
well.
Man. I don't think he's
Again,
not six.
he did that against Genk.
Hmm.
Like, not really top opposition.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, less
exactly.
time
Yeah.
more high
In
position
reality,
opposition
he's
you
an
play.
attack-minded 8. He's a box trash. He's a goal scorer. What he is.
He ain't a
So-
6, so it's gonna be hard to play
We
that.
play
You know what I
Saturday
mean?
6 in the Prem. That's a flipping death
Smoked.
sentence. Death sentence.
So for potential youth backups, you have Santos, we have Santo, who's at 8, and Cassidy, who's at 8, and Ugochukwu, I believe, is at 6, but he's a goal scoring 6 because he gets goal.
Oguchukwu is a 6.
Maybe.
Oguchukwu is not a goal scorer, really. He's a 6.
Yeah, he's a
Santos
6.
can play. Santos can play 6 and 8.
Leslie ain't created enough to be an 8, bro, and he doesn't score enough.
I know. He's a 6.
Here comes the Sam with the shamelessness. Heck, man.
Yo, you know what's so crazy about Liverpool?
Aye, no, they
won
lost to
close
these
games
man.
against Wolves and Crystal
I
Palace.
didn't scare you, bro.
Like, so close games, bro. And they're being shameless right now. They could have easily drawn both games, and we would have been having a different conversation.
Oh, yeah. Lewis, tomorrow, are you doing your reaction to things over the weekend?
Maybe.
Yeah, Hussam posted the video about Chelsea. He's not afraid when we play them, so react to that, please.
Yo, also tomorrow, just ask Monts, like, are they in the title race now? And don't let him deflect either.
The what?
Monts.
Title race.
They're Liverpool. Yeah. I mean, they're 4 points, what? How many points are they up above Arsenal and Man City?
Yes, man, are clear at the top, playing dominant
Clear,
football.
bro. Lost one game all season.
Title charge, bro.
Thank you.
Title charge. That's a close game to talk about, but we're talking about this match there. I don't know what you're on about, bro. I don't know what you're on about. But I mean, with that in mind, I'm on like 2 hours sleep and I need bed.
Oh,
so
I have a clip of Hussam crying. It's on my phone.
Yeah. Just send it over. Fuck it, send it over. But yeah, you man, I'm gonna be sorry. I need bed. I'm still running off a hangover from yesterday. So you man, it's been real. It's been a great show. Big up to every single one of you for hopping in. We're gonna send everyone over to Casually FC. So everybody head over there, and we'll be back tomorrow. Big up everybody and up the Chelsea.
Bless up everyone.